Hey. Hey, people. Okay, I want to be able to see that part of OBS. Give me a second, just getting set up. I need to be able to see chat. Do I need to be able to see chat? Yeah, of course I need to be able to see chat. Okay, let's move that down. Hypnospace looks weird today. Yeah, I'm not really feeling 100% this week. Sorry, so I decided not to go into one of the voted games rather than force it. Pre-recorded stream says Gabriel FGA. Well, now you don't know what to think, do you? Not pre-recorded confirmed, says Snack today at 1:19 p.m. in Dragon's Den. Now you don't know what to think. Now you have no idea. Do. It's all about pumping the numbers up for VLR on Monday. Oh, will you play Hypnospace? Say no, I won't. No, I will not. I was gonna play Hunt Showdown because someone important to me requested it, and it was not a bad idea. But I played a bit today for the first time in like, I don't know, 6 months, and playing Hunt Showdown. Why is chat going nuts right now? Did the notifications just go out and that's what everyone's coming in? Like, okay. I'm going nuts right. Why? What is this? It's a stream. What are you talking about? You can't even hear anything. Really? You guys fell for this simple of a bamboozle? You can't even hear anything and you think this is real? Like, do you seriously think that when I tab back in, you're actually going to hear the real music and it's actually going to be a real thing that's playing? Because if you do, you're right. Here it is. It sounds kind of weird, though. Anyway, I was gonna play Hunt Showdown, but instead we're at it turned down, it's too loud. Anyway, Hunt Showdown apparently uses enough of the CPU while also capping out my GPU to draw more power than the computer has ever drawn before, and it flips off my UPS. Like, the UPS just whines and beeps, so I have to upgrade my UPS. Apparently video rendering does not draw enough power. Hunt Showdown more demanding than Adobe Premiere when rendering for 6 hours. So yeah, so I have to get a new UPS for that because it uses the GPU and the CPU in tandem like nothing else does. That's CryEngine for you, I guess. And it wasn't happy at all, and it made me very nervous. And also, I'm rusty as hell when it comes to playing Hunt. I didn't die though. I played 2 rounds, and I got out with bounties on both of them because there was no one else in the matches, so it was fine. Is this another voted game? Yes. Are you interested in doing a video on any Valve games? Not really, I don't think so. A video in passing on Half-Life and Portal might be worth it at some point, but I'm not really into Artifact, I'm not really into Dota. If I was going to make a video on a MOBA, it'd be League of Legends, because that's the one I have the most experience with. Although, there is some merit to Heroes of the Storm as a very casual experience. But I don't like Dota. I don't like how long it takes to turn around. Like, in Dota, when you want to do a 180 and walk away, like, you have to be like, I'm backing up, beep, 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 beep. Alright, now I can turn. Alright, bump, 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 bump. Alright, I got my shit. Alright, I'm backing up, beep, beep, beep. Alright, here I go. Like, it's just so slow. And I know it's supposed to be. Like, that's part of the strategy and the difficulty involved in playing that game. You have to commit to your movement. But, like, I like, it's not for me. I'm sorry. Like, I'd rather just play League of Legends. But instead of playing League of Legends, I'd rather play nothing at all. Different characters at different turn rates as part of the game balance. Yeah, I completely 100%. I'm not criticizing the game as like that's bad game design. I just don't like it. It just feels clunky for me to play. A lot of fighting games are like that for me too. Actually, the only fighting game that I've ever really gotten into has been Smash Brothers. I have tried Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Soul Calibur, like a bunch over the years. I played a little bit of Guilty Gear recently, not recently, a couple months ago, and I want to try and see if I can enjoy that. But there's something kind of clunky about movement in fighting games, and again, I'm not saying it's bad, I just don't really like it. The game feels kind of bad to me, whereas you don't get that in Smash Bros. So I really like Smash Bros for that. Jumping around and moving is just really good in Smash Brothers. I watched all your videos on Xenoblade 2 and I'm in the middle of Death Stranding, and oh boy are they entertaining. Oh, I'm glad you like him, Deselli. Eventually we're gonna have to stream Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. What am I watching? This is called, I don't know what this is called. Hatsune Miku Beat Pancake Mix Alpha Beta Sigma Female. I don't know what it's called. Isn't this the character from that game where all the game consoles are waifus? Like, I don't know. Thank you for the gift subs, Gluten Free Guy. Thank you very much. I smell bait, pre-record. Hey, it's not look, I'll move the mouse right now. Here we go. There she is, another pose, because one wasn't enough. And here we go. Now the Joffrey twins, Teddy and Teddy 2. And, okay, this one I'm actually interested in. Alright, Music Yusuke. No thank you, Lost Mermaid. Oh, she's back. Oh, we've gone through them all. Okay. Gallery. I'm scared. Alright, let's just go back. Rhythm game options. Alright, is there an option to turn the music off? Let's leave this one on for reasons. Twitch tells me I'm a sub. Kinky. Nice. As someone who once took a BDSM quiz once, I'm an expert in that sort of thing. What can I say? I like the color red. Wasn't it a quiz? Okay, rigor. Yeah, that's what I got. I got rigor. Like, that's what I am, apparently. Planning on voting today? I'm not in Ontario. It doesn't seem to matter. Seems like a lost cause with Ford, doesn't it? Like, has he already been announced as the winner? Hold on, let me see. Ontario election. Doug Ford has biggest lead of entire 2022 Ontario election campaign poll. Nice. All right. I don't know enough about politics. Political Hatsune Miku stream. Is it Hatsune? I thought it was Hitsune. Am I correcting you? Oh my god. Is it not even Hitsune? Is it Hatsune or something? Mr. Streamer Joe, can you give me monocoins, please? I actually cannot, even if I wanted to. And believe me, I do. Hatsune? Really? Isn't it a... I can't believe so many of you know this. Isn't it spelt with an I, though? Okay, I typed in... I swear to God, I typed in H-I-T, and it brings up Adolf Hitler. Why... H-I-T... Why is the first result Adolf Hitler? What? Why? How does it auto-complete to Adolf Hitler when I type in H-I-T? Alright, Hitsune. Oh, it is Hatsune. I thought it was an I. Okay, my bad. I type in H-I-T on my phone. Here are the top ones that it comes up with, okay? Adolf Hitler, number 1. Hittia, I don't know what that is. Hit Monkey, number 3. And then the movie Hitch with, Will Smith in it on number 4. Number 5, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. What? Why? I don't understand. I've never Googled Adolf Hitler in my life, I don't think. I mean, I must have at some point. Are you a weeb? Be honest, I'm not a weeb, no. I just play one on Twitch. During Danganronpa 1 stream, you said, I agree with Hitler Guy. Yeah, the character that we, as a group, had nicknamed Hitler Guy. That guy. Because he was a huge punctuation Nazi. We as a group. Can you play Disappearance of Hatsune Miku first, please? Oh, am I going to be lost when it comes to this? Like, is it an ongoing story? Thoughts on Ender Lilies? I'm just debating if I should make a dirty joke. No, I'm not going to. I've seen it, but I haven't played it. It looks somewhat interesting. I don't know. I'm kind of exhausted with Metroidvanias at the moment. I don't know why. I've heard the song Meltdown is in this game. It's the only Vocaloid track I care about. Please play it. What the fuck is a Vocaloid track? Okay, I will for sure. Don't worry. Stop stalling and play the game. We'll play it in 5 minutes. I'm just like warming up. Come on, it's been a while. I'm out of practice. I'm really tired. Wait. Are you saying H when you say H? Yeah, I don't know if it's a British thing or if it's a Joe thing. But I pronounce the letter H as H, not H. Sometimes I will probably say H because I'm just a mess of when it comes to different cultures. But I usually say H. Like, if I say HP, I will say HP instead of HP. It's not a British thing. It's a being wrong thing. Maybe it's in certain parts of Britain they say H. Alright. What parts of the world pronounce H as H? Alright, BBC News did a thing with H or H. Why would you pronounce it without the H when that is the letter? It's like, that's right there. It's the letter H. So why wouldn't you put a H in front of it? It makes complete fucking sense to me. Why would you be like, oh, it's the letter. I'm gonna make the letter that I'm saying silent in the word that describes the fucking letter. Like, what? It's like dropping it from herb. Yeah, I don't understand that either. Herb. Nothing triggers me more than people saying herb instead of herb. It's herb. I'm not 100% consistent with my language rules. I probably am a hypocrite, but like it's herb. Never studied Spanish. I see. Oh, what tipped you off? The fact that I've never spoken Spanish in my life on stream, like... The pronunciation of common words has changed drastically over time, so as the British Library begins a quest to record people's articulations, what did the differences in how we pronounce words say about us? Pedants beware, the sound of says, ate, mischievous, harass, garage, schedule, and H is shifting. Once upon a time there were gales of laughter when Frank Spencer and some mothers do Avon pronounced harass with the emphasis on the second syllable. Now, according to the British Library, evidence suggests that for people under the age of 35 it is becoming the favored pronunciation. Indeed, the younger you are, the more likely you are to make says rhyme with lays rather than fez. Oh no! Who says says? That's what I says. No, you don't say says. Who the hell says says? It says, right? Simon says? Maybe I've said it says at one point in my life, but say that sounds wrong to me. Says, okay. Ate rhyme with late rather than bet. Oh god. Who says I ate that? Oh, that sounds awful. Oh. Oh yeah, I ate a burger. No. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, ew. I don't like that at all. It's terrible saying that. No, I don't like that at all. No. I don't know why that really bothers me. And add a whole new syllable to mischievous, turning it into mischievous rather than mischievous. Mischievous. Okay, I like either of those. This is fine. Mischievous or mischievous is fine to me. I think I will go back and forth on these ones. The British Library now wants to get a clearer idea of how spoken English is changing by recording as many people as possible reading the opening paragraph of the Mr. Men book, Mr. Tickle. What the hell is this article? The library's sociolinguist Johnny Robinson picked the passage because it's well known, easy to read, and will probably be read with as normal a voice as possible. He does not want people to put on a posh speaking voice. It's part of the library's forthcoming Evolving English exhibition and aims to show how pronunciation is not a matter of right and wrong, but merely fashion. I agree. This is true. This is true. I'm truing. This is pretty true. Pretty true. Mario 64. One exhibit is the BBC's Guide to Pronunciation from 1928. In it informs announcers that pristine rhymes with wine. Pristine? Respite is pronounced as if there were no E. Combat is combat. Finance was finance. Even then, some of the suggestions were becoming archaic. Not only is housewifery no longer pronounced huzzy fry, it is almost entirely obsolete as a word. Huzzy fry. This article I'm reading right now is called H or H, how do you pronounce H? By David Siletto on BBC News. Alright, if you want to read it along with me. Okay? Okay, this is a pretty long article. I'm getting kind of bored. I'm a millennial. Quite why some words changes on... Who writes quite why? That's a weird way of saying that, isn't it? I don't think I've ever seen anyone ever say quite why. Quite why some words change is unknown. Because while many are important importations from America, schedule turning into schedule. Alright, schedule, I don't know why. I am British, and I really don't like it when people say schedule. That bothers me. That's like saying herb without the H to me. I really don't like schedule. Schedule is how you say it. Schedule is almost certainly a consequence of American films and television. The gradual shift of garage to sound like garage is less easy to explain. Go in the garage. Garage. I think I go back and forth on those two. Garage and garage. I think I'll go back and forth on those, yeah, for sure. So, too, is there a mystery as to why certain pronunciations cause a strong feeling. Take the 8th letter of the alphabet, pronounce it H, and then look for the slightly agonized look in some people's eyes. or say the most famous character in video games, and some say all of art. One suggestion is that it touches on a long anxiety in English over the letter H. In the 19th century, it was normal to pronounce hospital, hotel, and herb without the H. Nowadays, H anxiety has led to all of them acquiring a new sound, a beautifully articulated H at the beginning. America has perhaps hung on to its H-less herb because it has less class anxiety attached to pronunciations. Alright. However, the link between class, voice, and status status is not what it once was. Many of us are barely aware of how we say says or ate, or what was once considered the right or proper way. Okay, well, to me, it's clearly H. I don't understand, like, and it always has been. All right, are there any more examples? If you rhyme cloth, wrath, and off with north and wharf, then you are in a small declining tribe. So if you say cloth, roth. Oh, roth. So cloth, roth, and off with north and wharf. Roth? I don't think it should be roth. It should be wrath. Off or off. What's happening in this? We're learning about pronunciations. How do you pronounce Z? Z. I don't say Z. In Canada, they do say Z, though, and I don't like that. I prefer Z. Although, I don't hate it. It's fine. What is this game? This is Danganronpa 4. How do you pronounce 0? 0. Zeto. Hatsune Miku is also called Miku Hatsune. Really? Really? And officially codenamed CV01 is a Vocaloid software voice bank developed by Crypto... What's a Vocaloid software? Wait, when you said the name of the song, were you using her designation in her own universe as some bullshit thing, or what? Why is this character popular? She looks awful. Just lost viewers. Welcome to Vocaloid lore. Okay, oh wow, so people are angry. Vocaloid is a singing voice synthesizer software product. Its signal processing part was developed through a joint research project led by Kenmochi Hideki at the Pompeu Fabra University in Barcelona, Spain in 2000, and was not originally intended to be a full commercial project. Okay, I don't know what this is. Is Miku no longer a Vocaloid? People also ask. Do they really also ask? Okay. Who was the first Vocaloid? Leon and Lola. Okay, I there's a whole world I don't understand. There's a whole world. This is, I feel I'm getting some big, just found out that Skrillex actually did form dubstep vibes right now. You would be surprised how worked up people get over a mediocre synth and with bad design. You know what? I actually wouldn't be. I'm pretty old hat at this whole streaming weeb games thing at this point. It's a whole new world you can explore. Nah, I'm good. Just so you know, Hatsune Miku is not an anime. Miku fans are very ardent about this. Really? This is not an anime. This is not an anime. What is this then? Is everyone else here an anime? 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 Not anime? It's really good targeted marketing. I love how I know when someone has just joined the stream because they say, what the fuck? It's a Vocaloid. This is just an anime synonym. Imagine it's Alexa but idle. I guarantee you there is a waifu version of Alexa. Alright, hold on. Alexa, rule... Yep, there she is. Alright. She kind of looks like Hatsune Miku to me. Show it on stream, Car. I'm googling on my phone because I don't want to alt tab out of the game because last time I did that it messed up the music, which is important clearly. An anime is a show. This is a video game in the style of anime. Are we really going down that road? Come on. I don't agree with that distinction. I can kind of see where you're coming from. But I don't agree. Finish the article. I did finish the article. That was the last paragraph. I swear to God. Play the game, Joe. In a bit. I'm just warming up. Like, let me get back into the groove. I've been gone for like 2 weeks. I'm really tired. Damn, is the Paw Patrol game a cartoon? Yes. Weren't expecting that answer, were you? Thoughts on Brandon Sanderson? I do not have any thoughts on him because I haven't read anything that he has written. I did read a book. I read I read Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir, the guy who wrote The Martian. And Artemis. I have that too, but I haven't read it yet. Good book, was it? Was it? It was alright. Yeah, it was good. They're like, I liked it. I prefer The Martian. Have you read Crime and Punishment? I gotta read for college. I have, but don't ask me questions about it because I can't answer them. Is Who Framed Roger Rabbit a cartoon? In parts, yeah. I would say it definitely contains cartoons, but how much of it is a cartoon, I'm not sure. But like, it has a live action guy in it, so I can't, you know, say the whole thing is a cartoon. I can't remember Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I have seen it, but I can't remember how much of it is a cartoon. Is Mahjong's stream still happening? Oh, you know it. What's your main in Multiverses, and why is it Shaggy? I don't know what Multiverses is. They put Shaggy in a game? The singer? Like, does he sing his songs while he's fighting? When he win, is this taunt, it wasn't me? Sing, yeah, Shaggy the singer, you know? It wasn't me. You know, everyone knows that song. Ragamuffin Girl? What the hell? Why are you guys making me be Northern Lion? I don't understand. Why do you make me have to, like, say music trivia while making me feel so old? That song is bad. I agree, true. I agree, true. It's very true, truing. Psych, that's the wrong Shaggy. He's bald. I'm actually not bald. I'm less bald than I was a few years ago, actually. I don't know what's going on with that. I started taking a vitamin D supplement. I didn't take it today. Oh no, I started taking a vitamin D supplement. Maybe that's making my hair grow back. I don't know. Like, legit, I'm not lying. I'm less bald than I was a couple of years ago. I don't know why. Are you mauled though? Yeah, permanently mauled, yeah. My hair got better when we moved to Moncton too, and I thought maybe it was the air quality or something, or maybe it was some sort of stress, that environmental stress from living in Toronto or something, or where we were living in Toronto. I don't know. What's your favorite book of all time? Catch-22 by Joseph Heller. Like, easy. Like, nothing even comes close to it. That's my favorite book. I fucking love that book. I love that book so much I've read it twice. I don't read books more than once, typically. My favorite fantasy series is the Witcher series. But before that, it was the Farseer Trilogy of Trilogies by Robin Hobb. I really like those books as well, but I read them when I was young, and they're very important to me because I read them when we moved and I had no friends, so I just got lost in these books. And now that I'm older, I still don't have any friends, but I'm just used to it now, so yeah. I really like those books. My favorite author, though, is John Irving. I really like John Irving's works overall, but my favorite book is Catch-22. I shouldn't like John Irving, though, because he's like Charles Dickens, man, and it's just like very, very long, sometimes kind of tiring, exhausting plots. But I just find that his prose is excellent, and he does a lot of work putting plots together. That everything just flows so smoothly, even though like when you objectively measure it on a page, usually there's not really that much happening. But for some reason he makes it work, and I really like John Irving. I haven't read all of his books though. Like I've read I think maybe 4, so I still have to read some more. But The World According to Garp is probably number 2 on my list for books, right below Catch 22. I love The World According to Garp. I can't handle this convo while Miku is looking back. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. There you go. Joe, it has been 30 minutes. Play it down. Give me a minute, okay? God damn it! I'm just talking with my chat. Does this thing on the screen have a name? What is this zipper bra she's wearing? Is there like another half of this that she zipped off and took away? Mommy. I don't understand the mommy thing, man. I don't get it. I don't understand the mommy thing. I don't want to understand it. I'm good. Oh. You don't lie, we all do. I really don't. I mean, I don't even understand it on a basic level. I don't even know where it's coming from. I can kind of get where the daddy thing is coming from, but I don't, like, and when I mean I don't understand it, I mean, it's not that I don't, like, I'm not condemning or anything like that. I'm not passing judgment, although if I didn't understand it, maybe I would. I mean, I literally don't understand, like, a basic level, like, is it even sexual? Like, is it like a sexual thing that it's like, oh my god, mommy, or is it just like an endearment thing? Like, I don't know. Like, Joe, are they the same? If they're the same thing, then I understand them, and now I'm passing judgment. Okay, but like, see, people in chat are disagreeing. Both? It's both? What do you mean? Some guys want to be pampered by their mom? What? Is this because I don't have a mom? Is this Joe, you're married to a mom? Yeah, and I only call her mommy in front of the kids. That's the only time. Like, I don't get like oh my god, mommy, let's go to bed. Like, what? Like, no. In front of the kid. Oh my god. All right, so you guys are so perverted that you think me calling my wife mommy, who is the mother of my children, is wrong in front of their kids, who she is the literal mother of. My god, where's society gone wrong? Oh my god. Oh, man. Does Lily call you daddy? Yeah. In front of the kids, yeah. In front of the kids. Only in front of the kids. Only in front of the kids. That's the only time. I'm emphasizing it to make it really clear that is the only time. What's Catch-22 about? Oh man, it's about a lot of things. Let's just segue into that. So Catch-22 is about World War II, and it's based in World War II, and it's about many characters. There is one main character. Typically, you will gravitate toward Yossarian being the main character, but there's long stretches of time where you are not anchored to Yossarian's perspective, and it will jump around to different perspectives. And it's basically just the chaos of being at war and Yossarian trying to survive, and how people deal with that. It is primarily a comedy, but it has some very serious and somewhat dark moments. I wouldn't call it a dark comedy, although it could definitely be seen as a twisted one. But it is a very funny book. I would say it's not quite as wacky and just outright silly as Douglas Adams, but it's definitely in the same field as Douglas Adams in terms of how it's approaching the tone of it and everything. So I recommend it. It's really good. It is it can be a little confusing. And I pity anyone who was forced to read it for school, because if you're being forced to read the book, it's probably going to be miserable. Although it may survive. Like, I was forced to experience Hamlet in school, and it survived. Whereas Fifth Business did not. That book fucking sucked. So yeah, Catch-22 it can be confusing. You just have to just let it go and just trust it's going to make sense. Catch-22 will I admire how it was written just completely out of order. Just the chronology in it is just shattered. So you're going to get a lot of snippets of events, and they'll reference something that hasn't happened yet, and you might be confused and be like, I don't know what you're talking about. And then later on, it will finally show you that scene. And it's not like building it up in a way like teasing drama and be like, ooh, I bet you're curious about that. It's just like, just casually just kind of telling you things out of order, that sort of thing. And you just have to trust that it's all going to make sense by the end. And it does, yeah. Can you put Kaido on the screen, please? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna guess that it's this. This is Kaido. Did I guess right? I guessed right. Wow. Well, in honor of me guessing right, I'm gonna change it to someone else. All right. Is it like Slaughterhouse 5? A little bit, yeah. Vonnegut is definitely in the same field with them as well, yeah. How much Bad Bunny do you listen? I don't know what that is. Have you played any other Anno games since your video, AEG Age of Discovery? Is Age of Discovery the most recent one? I tried it and I got a little bored. There was something kind of tedious about it, but I guess maybe I should try it again. Now it has all the expansions. I hear the expansions are they make it too complicated. They've gone too far and they've put too much on it. Do I have to read the first 21 catch books first? Yes, you do. You do. Did you ever play Anno 1503 for your video? No, I don't think I played that one. I've played the futuristic ones. I haven't played any of the ones before that. They weren't on Steam for a while, and that's why I didn't play them. They were off. I don't know why. Dawn of Discovery or whatever it was gone. But I played 2070, 2205, and I played the one that just recently came out. That's in colonial times, and I just kind of got a little tired of it. I don't know why. Age of Discovery is like 10 years old. The newest one is 1800. 1800 is the one I played after then. Sorry, I haven't played Age of Discovery. You referenced Red Alert 3 in your Anna video. What are your thoughts on the CNC series? Red Alert is my personal favorite. Really? Wow, that is a bad take. Wow. Really? Red Alert 3 over Red Alert 2? What's wrong with you? Really? Wow. Thank you for asking this question. Let me shame you. Yeah, I like the Command & Conquer series quite a lot. Red Alert 2 is just a banger game. Like, one of the best games of all time. Just seriously, such a good campaign, really entertaining story scenes, and just the most creative units, I think, in any RTS that's ever been made. Just, like, Red Alert 2 has one side with psychic telepathic dolphins that will swim through the ocean and attack mind-controlled giant squids. And there's, like, this whole kind of thing that's built between... It has Rocketeers on one side, it has time-traveling commandos on the other side. Kirov reporting. Yeah, Red Alert 2 is possibly... like, if I hadn't played Total Annihilation, I would probably put Red Alert 2 as my favorite RTS of all time, but unfortunately I just love Total Annihilation so much and played it online a lot when I was a teenager, so that's my number one forever. I also really like StarCraft 2, and I played that online quite a bit as well, but I would put that in number 3, I think, for my RTS rankings right off the top of my head, unless I've forgotten one. It would be Total Annihilation number 1, then Red Alert 2, and then StarCraft 2. I really like the early Command & Conquer games as well. I played Command & Conquer Retaliation a lot on the PlayStation. Let me tell you, playing those games on a PlayStation was an experience that I wish I had gotten them on PC, but I didn't have a PC back then. So I played my exposure to those was on PlayStation and playing on my console, and they were pretty good. I really enjoyed it. There was I miss being wowed by a genre. Like, I don't think that's ever gonna happen again. you know, as he sits on the main menu of a game genre that he's never played before. I don't think I'm ever gonna have that experience again of just settling into something and just being immediately wowed by it and not really caring about all the little gritty details of it and just enjoying it. And even though if I went back and played Command & Conquer now, I'd probably find it very slow and kind of boring, but back then it was just so cool to just command a whole army and build up your base and, oh, I'm getting resources. And I used to just like watch the Tiberium harvester just go over to where it was and be like, oh, it's going to get Tiberium, and then watching it like drive back, and I'd be like, yes, bring me that Tiberium, you know, mommy, you know, and just be like, yeah, it was fun to see that happen. I can build another soldier now. Yeah, I'm gonna go out and gonna fight, you know, like it was like really into it, right? So I really like that, and it's one of my favorite genres, but there hasn't been all that much to it that like not a lot of progress in that genre for a while. I don't know why. Maybe they capped it out. Dune 2000. I played Dune 2000 as well. Dune 2000 was fun. That was that the one, or was that Emperor Battle for Dune, or is that the same game with a different name? That was interesting because it had like a whole map, and you could take over areas, and then areas that you already conquered could get attacked by the opposing forces later on, and you had to defend it. So now you were the defender on that, and that was a really cool system. I don't think another game has done all that well that I've played since then. That was a cool game. I never finished it. I don't know why. It was too hard for me, or something about the research got out of hand. I'm not sure. I'm sorry, did you say get me the Tiberium, mommy? No, I didn't say that. No, that doesn't sound like something I would say. Thoughts on Supreme Commander? I didn't like it. It felt like it was too cold and impersonal. It felt like you were... Like, I understand that the appeal of Total Annihilation is that you have the big, huge mechs going in, like big, huge armies clashing on the field, right? And that you have the Total Annihilation. I can make a video on Total Annihilation really easily, and I think I will one day, because I love that game so much. I just feel like no one would watch it, but whatever, who cares? So the appeal there is that you have like a big macro scale of like huge. It's like it makes the battles macro, because usually in an RTS you have the macro versus the micro, and the macro is when you expand your base and you get more resources to build more shit, and micro is when you're actually controlling the units and you're actually sending them against each other. Well, in Total Annihilation, it's just all macro, and sometimes it can even be like the resource gathering can be the micro end, because you have to really set up your base as fast as possible. You have to be like build, and then go snap over and just send like waves of units that are constantly being pumped out of factories that you can just set to automatically make shit. And it was a really good balance. Whereas I feel like in Supreme Commander, they zoomed out way too much and it was way too impersonal. And instead of seeing these units clashing, it just looked like colors just smashing against each other when the lines were fighting. And also, I didn't feel like the units had any personality. Whereas like in Total Annihilation, I distinctly remember like the Pee-wees, the Flashes, the Instigator, the Berserkers, the Goliaths. You know, I can name some units still. All these years later, I can still remember some of those. The Mavericks. Like there were some really cool looking units that had cool names in that. Whereas in Supreme Commander, it just felt like it was like Robot 1, Robot 2. Now you have Advanced Mode. You can build Robot 3 and 4. You know, it was just really boring, and I felt like it didn't have enough personality. So even though it seems like a good progression for what it is, yeah, I just didn't like it.
I don't know if you want this. I wanted another coffee.
Oh, thank you, mommy.
So I'm the mommy.
Yeah.
But we're not friends?
What do you mean?
So I was listening to the stream, and you said that you don't have any friends, and like. So
no, we're not friends.
This coffee. Can we be friends now?
No, I think you've greatly misjudged this relationship. Of course we're friends. Thank you, mommy. You're welcome. What? You're welcome. What? What? You're not gonna say it?
You're welcome, Daddy.
Thank you. Holy shit! Why'd you have to say it like that? Oh my god! Holy shit! Holy! I need to take a break now. Hold on. Where are you going? How's it going, chat? Oh, that's a hot coffee. Oh, man. I actually do need to pee, but now it's going to look suspicious. All right, I'll hold it. Should we put a new one on screen now? Let's put these on screen. I don't know who these are. Anyway, so that's why I didn't really like Supreme Commander. I haven't played what was the other one they made? That it was it Chris Robert? Was Chris Roberts the is it Chris Taylor? Chris Roberts is Star Citizen, right? Who's the one that made Cave Dog? Chris Taylor. It is Chris Taylor, not Chris Roberts. So Chris Taylor is the one that was the creator of Total Annihilation. All right, so didn't Chris Taylor go on to make a different one after that, or he made Dungeon Siege? I played Dungeon Siege. Dungeon Siege was kind of boring. That was kind of like a Diablo kind of game. Planetary Annihilation, was that the game? I didn't play that. Was that worth it? Was that worth a watch? Because it looked kind of boring to me again. Planetary sucked. Yeah, that was one of the first big Kickstarter successes, wasn't it? Planetary Annihilation was not comparable to TA. Ah, that sucks. You could turn a planet or a planetoid in. Is a planetoid like a Vocaloid? You could turn it into a weapon and smash it into another planetoid, though. That was kind of a cool idea, but yeah. Did we unlock a new fetish for you, for Jonah? What are you guys talking about? It's okay, but it's not incredible. It's mostly interesting because of the orbit modification diamond. Yeah, that's the part that looked interesting to me. Can you please count to 100,000? Wouldn't that take me a whole day? Didn't some guy in the Guinness Book of World Records like count to 1 million and it took him a year? 8 hours a day for a year? Or was it 100 million? What did he count to? Who even verified that? He streamed it. He streamed it. Not only did he do it, he streamed it. At least 100. All right, why not? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99. Can you show us the options menu? Sure. Can I change the song? Yes, actually. Oh, how? How do I change the song? Now do it in French? I can't. In sound config. Sound theme? Future tone. Oh! Oh, man, all right. Have you watched Morbius, Joe? No, I have not. No. I haven't been to the movie theater since the kids were born, and Finn's about to turn 7, so you do the math. What's your favorite game to play on your phone while pooping? I don't play any games on my phone. How much weight can you squat? I don't know. I've never tried. Probably not a lot. Have you watched Princess Tutu yet, or are we going to watch it all together? I don't think we're going to watch it all together. I have not watched any of it yet, no. I have received instructions on what version to watch and everything, though. Did you play the Demon Souls remake? The facial animations are creeping me out. You mean Shrek Souls, where it looks like Shrek? I played it only a little bit for the Elden Ring video. I have it. I have a PlayStation 5 now. It took me a while to get a PlayStation 5. And I haven't played any games on it yet, because I just haven't. And, yeah, I thought it was interesting. It felt, in terms of game feel, it felt a little floatier than I remember the original being. And I don't know if it definitely has much higher graphical fidelity, and it was appealing to me visually, but comparing it to the base game, I feel like maybe some of the foggy atmosphere was lost a little bit. But I'm not one of those kind of purists that's gonna get too upset about that. Like, I can still appreciate the changes that they made. I thought it was all right. Have you seen JoJo yet? No. Wait, is this stream just a disguised Q&A? It's in the title, my dude. It's a Q&A. It's right in the title. Is there any chance you'll stream the Quarry? Oh yeah, that we should do that. That looks like it's gonna be good. Although David Arquette's model looks really weird in that, right? Go to the song selection menu to get all the songs. Okay, hold on. What's your favorite game on the Switch to play while pooping? You mean the Steam Deck? You think I'm gonna take my Steam Deck into the bathroom? Like, come on. Like, if that got broken, I can't get another one. You have a Steam Deck? I do have a Steam Deck. I hit refresh 10 seconds before the store was supposed to open and got the page for it. So I feel confident that I am one of the first people to ever pre-order the Steam Deck. I don't know how you check your model number, though, to know exactly how early I was. And I'm very happy with my purchase because I get to have, Daddy Switch. I should probably clarify, Oh, Lily's not here. So Daddy Switch in this case is the handheld console, not, the other thing. And the kids aren't allowed to play with the Steam Deck. And that way they won't break it, because I had a Nintendo Switch before and the kids broke it because that's what kids do. So I will play the Steam Deck while Finn plays the Switch. And lately we've been doing Enter the Gungeon races. Oh, he killed the dragon! He did a whole run by himself, by the way. He killed the dragon last week. He like legit from start to finish, and he did a whole run all by himself and he killed the dragon. He killed it again too. He's killed the dragon twice on normal mode, and he's killed the dragon a couple times on rainbow mode. He really likes rainbow mode. In my opinion, rainbow mode is harder than normal mode. So I don't know why he likes rainbow mode so much, but yeah. He's legit good, man. Like, he really is good. The moves he makes sometimes, I'm like, holy crap. So lately we've been having races where we will see who can get to the dragon first. Like, we'll sit there and be like, okay, 3, 2, 1, start, and then we'll run through and we'll see who can get there first. But so far, we haven't actually completed a race because he usually dies before he can get there. He's not that good yet. But what happened today? Today's race, I think my Steam Deck ran out of battery, so it's been kind of messed up races. Outgamed by a 7-year-old. Come on, he's 6. Any plan to play the Doom Eternal DLC? It's better than the base game. Is it really? That's bold. Maybe we'll stream it at some point. I don't know if I want to, though. I definitely want to play it, but I don't know if I want to stream it. Maybe. You interested in streaming Persona 5 Royal someday? Definitely, yeah. We'll stream that, a whole playthrough of that at some point. I don't know when. Have you created a Glitchwave account yet? I don't know what that is, so the answer is no. Have you played Rain World? I have, and I don't really like it. Sorry. I played it shortly after it came out. I wasn't really feeling it, sorry. I played it for a couple hours. If enough people ask me to, I will possibly give it another chance, but I don't think it would be a good stream game. Are you going to play this game? Yeah, of course. I'm just hanging out with my chat for a bit. Would you ever consider playing any Project Diva game? I don't know what that is. Chaos game went... Oh, I don't know about the Chaos game. We should do that. Maybe we'll take a break from the voted games after a couple more, and then we'll do that. I hear Virtue's Last Reward is really long, so I don't know when that's going to be. Do you want to hit the gym with me? For sure. Have you heard of Ultra Kill? I've heard it's good. Thoughts on Binding of Isaac Rebirth? I'm not a big Binding of Isaac fan, sorry. I've tried a few times to get into it over the years, and to me, I just, every single time I play Binding of Isaac, I just think I'd rather just be playing Enter the Gungeon, sorry. Like, I know that a lot of Binding of Isaac people prefer Binding of Isaac because it's got more creative synergies and items to find, and you can build your character in really creative ways, and I understand that. But I prefer the active gameplay in Gungeon, so I would just rather play Gungeon. That doesn't mean just because there's a better game in a genre that exists doesn't mean you shouldn't play the other one. But my game time is fairly limited, so I haven't really gotten into Isaac all that much. It's also not a game that I feel comfortable playing in front of Finn because it's kind of gross. So when I am like having some downtime and I'm playing the Steam Deck with him, Binding of Isaac is not really a game that I want to go to. Ever tried Heat Signature? If not, I recommend it highly. No, but I've watched some of it's Tom Francis, right? I've watched some of Tom Francis' YouTube videos and I like them. He was doing some Unity tutorials and I watched those a while back. So I'd like to try Heat Signature at some point. Looks interesting. Can you ask your son for Gungeon tips because I'm really bad and your 6-year-old is better than me? Just don't get hit. Are you planning to watch State of Play on stream today or any E3 events? So State of Play is in like 5 hours, is it not? I don't know if I'm still going to be awake in 5 hours. I'm on an early schedule right now, so maybe, like, it's possible. I'll see how I feel after the stream. You know, I might be really tired after doing like the rhythm game or whatever the hell this is. Like, I don't know like how demanding this gameplay is going to be, but we'll find out soon. And I don't know like if I'm going to be super tired afterwards or how long State of Play is going to go. I might come back up and fire up the stream and we might watch it. I don't know, but no promises. We'll see. Have you played Crumble? Never heard of Crumble. Do you like the new Genshin Hydro mommy? What was this mommy meme? I've seen her on Jads, I think, and I'm not a fan. Still Eula number 1. Eula, then Ganyu. Then Jean. Any game genre you absolutely cannot stand. Probably sports games. But they have to be realistic sports games. So, is driving considered a sports game? Probably not. I know racing is a sport, but I don't think it would be considered a... like martial arts is considered a sport too, right? But I think those would be a different genre. There was a game for the Atari that was a sport game that I liked. That was called... what was it called? Speedball or Killer Ball, something like that. That game was pretty good. So more creative, fun twists on sports are interesting to me. Like, there was a baseball game for the NES that had the pitcher and the batter could get like superpowers and they could use it. That was pretty fun. That I liked playing that game. But when it's like a realistic depiction of like football or soccer or anything like that, it's just kind of boring to me. So I'm not really into that. I do like cooking, but I don't have any time to cook. I haven't done any cooking in a long time. Will you ever play Gran Turismo now that you have a PlayStation 5? Probably not. I'm not really into realistic racing games either. I was going to lead with racing games, but like I've enjoyed a Mario Kart, a Diddy Kong Racing, a Destruction Derby. Anyone in the chat play Destruction Derby? That game was great. We had the demo, and I used to love like getting again, it's another example of like a game like Command and Conquer when you're just so enamored by the concept that you don't even play the game properly. You're just messing around with it. Like getting you get all the cars into a choke point and you smash a car and then you park next to it in the choke point and then all the cars smash at you at the same time and you create these huge pileups. Like Destruction Derby was really fun. Is there any tabletop game you're looking forward to play with your family when all of them are old enough? I'm a board game normie, so I'm looking forward to the first time I play Monopoly and then having it be banned again when Mommy Lily gets angry. You know, she just can't handle the loss, bless her. You know, can't handle my Monopoly skills. Clue is a fun game. We really like Clue, and I'm looking forward to playing that. But I'm also looking forward to researching some new games and seeing what's what new developments have been made in the board game sphere. Lily and I both like card games and board games, and we don't really ever have time to play it, and there's just the two of us, so we're fairly limited. So that is one of the reasons why we had so many kids, was so we could play board games with them. Best Guilty Gear waifu? Jacko? Is that the right character? Interested in someday playing Sifu? I just finished it. I think it's pretty good. Yeah, I am very interested in trying Sifu. That looks like something I would enjoy. Bugsnax DLC when? I don't know. Ever thought about playing Dark... Sorry, I just brushed that off. Sorry, I don't know when we're playing that. Maybe we'll stream at some point. Ever thought of playing Darkest Dungeon 2? Yeah, but if I don't like it, I'm not making a video on it. Do you hate Miku's design? I don't know who that is. Whoops. Uh-oh. Alright, we're good. Who do you main in Gungeon? The Marine. The new characters, the one you have to pay credits for, is completely bullshit overpowered and is almost less fun to me because it takes the excitement of getting a good synergy away. But the paradox is pretty good for the variety it can give. Have you played One Shot? I have not played One Shot. No. I like the Marine because I'm just used to my character being blue, and he also has the best starter gun. So I just like the Marine. Do you rate games relative to today's standards or relative to the games of their era? E.g., if a game was the first of its kind. Asking because most of the games you give 10 out of 10 are old, but I haven't played most of them. The games that are old that I've rated highly, I'm rating usually from when I played them back then. If I played Chrono Trigger for the first time today, I probably wouldn't like it as much as I did back then because gaming has changed and has been developed since then, and also I'm a different person, so a lot of my enjoyment of Chrono Trigger comes from when I was playing it as a kid. That's my favorite game. I have a lot of good memories with that. Final Fantasy VI is the same kind of way, although I would be curious to do some studying to see if Final Fantasy VI's story holds up and is still pretty mature when it comes to relative to the gaming landscape, because I feel like it won't be as bad as I think it might be. I'm a little afraid to go back and play those again to see how they hold up compared to my memories of them. But typically I try to rate them to today's standard whenever I play it. It's very hard to go back and think of how it would be back then. A good example of that is Silent Hill 2. So if I had played Silent Hill 2 when it first came out, I almost certainly would have enjoyed it more than when I played it just the other year. And I was trying to make a comparison and get into that mindset, and it wasn't a good one, of like comparing it to Metal Gear Solid 2, because I did play that when it came out. So I was trying to get into that mindset of like, okay, how does that work against that? How would I feel, around the time? And it was just kind of like, it didn't really work all that well for getting me in that place. So I don't think it's actually possible to judge something like that. If you're really, really capable, then maybe, but I'm not that person. I don't know. I've been playing games for a long time, so I should be able to do that. So maybe this is a personal limitation of mine. I'm not sure. I replay Final Fantasy VI annually, and it's great every time. Yeah, but is that just because it's like you're used to it now, and it's kind of like a... Let's change it back to the other one. Like you're used to it, and you know all the story beats, and it's kind of like going through the motions. And you're like, yeah, I know this is a good time. You have a positive association with it. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying that for sure. I'm just saying maybe. I don't know. I'm playing Chrono Trigger for the first time right now at 25. Not a big fan of the ATB combat, but it's pretty good overall so far. You can turn it off if you want. You can make it completely turn-based, I think. I prefer the active time, and I also really like that. So, like, Chrono Trigger is turn-based JRPG, and I don't really like turn-based JRPGs, but it's not just about when I played it. It also has a fairly engaging system compared to most of the others, because positioning matters. Not just where you are, but also where the enemies are on the screen. There's no transition between like, oh, now we're on the battle screen, now we're in the field. It's actually just straight up wherever you see them, that's where you fight. And a lot of effort went into making that interesting. And also your party composition matters because you have the double and triple techs, which also use positioning a lot of the time, but are also, you really feel like your party is using their powers together. It's not just like, hey, both of these people can attack at the same time and they just make up some new bullshit move. It's like, no, they're combining the ice toss ability with like the cyclone ability, not cyclone ability, what is it? Oh man, I can't remember what it's called. What's the move that Chrono gets right before Luminescence? Man, I can't believe I can't remember what it's called. Where he goes around in a circle and slashes like 7 times or something. Cyclone is his first ability. But anyway, you can combine like Flame Toss with Cyclone at the beginning for that, and it really feels like it works well. Hey, long-time viewer, second-time asker, are you planning on starting Hatsune Maki soon? Is that on the voted list? I'm not sure. Joe, Lily's talking shits and jads about how you play Monopoly. Yeah, that's typical sore Lily behavior from her. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think you will really enjoy Fire Emblem. I don't. Lol. Lamayo got him. Can you expand on your comment on Path of Exile you tweeted a while ago? Sure. So Path of Exile sucks. Yeah. So there are a lot of similarities, I think, that you can draw parallels from between games like Hunt Showdown, Path of Exile, and I'm struggling to think of any other that would qualify for this, but I'm sure if I really tried, I could think of them. Maybe even Dark Souls, or Elden Ring. So these are games that are indisputably the best at what they do that you can have right now. So there is no better action RPG out there than Path of Exile. Maybe there is one obscure one on Steam somewhere, or is an Eastern game that a lot of people like, that if I played it, I would like it more. Vampire Survivors is another one. These games are the best at what they do, but there is still a much better game that could be made using these same ingredients and the same kind of concept. So when I say Path of Exile sucks, it's still a good time, and it's still one of the best times. One of the best times you can have in that genre. But what I'm actually saying is that there's still a much better game that could be made here. Skyrim's another one. Skyrim is probably the best game of its type. That is still a much better game could be made of it. So when I say Path of Exile is bad, it does really interesting things, but it's so flawed when it comes to playing it that it is like actively annoying. Like, I'm so frustrated when I play Path of Exile that it doesn't communicate to you properly when you're taking damage, how you're taking damage, what even killed you. It has monsters that show up with like an actual like long ass list right below their name that can actually take up space on the top of your screen, and you would think, okay, well, if it's taking up so much space at the top of the screen, obviously I'm going to know what they're going to do. Well, no, you can die in like a nanosecond in Path of Exile, so before you even have time to read it, what does this monster do? Oh, I'm dead. So a lot of times the only way you know that a monster does something is that you see the effect on this ground, and then you instinctively know, oh, I know what that does now, I need to react to it. But if you haven't built your character around that, you might just die instantly. So it's a very frustrating game for just getting in these situations where you're going to be running through an area, and all of a sudden you'll just get clapped. And I think in the most recent patch, I haven't really been paying much attention to the new league, but the league before that, you could potentially make it so you were borderline unkillable. I don't think you can do that anymore with the way that they've made Arch Nemesis have all the monsters have all the different modifications that they can have. But in the last league that I played, Arch Nemesis, you could build a monster that you couldn't kill. Like literally, you could not kill it. It has moments of invulnerability and like high defenses, and also it will regenerate life every so often. So you can get into these moments that your character will not be able to kill something because you just can't damage it enough before it goes into a period of invulnerability, which also is matched to its regen, and it just regens up to full, that sort of thing. So there's lots of shit like that where you just don't get enough information, and it's just like, I don't know. There must be some university level courses that would lead you to having like highly paid and skilled jobs that would have less complexity and take less time to learn than all the intricacies in Path of Exile. I'm pretty sure there are a few languages you could learn. I'm not kidding. This isn't hyperbole. I'm not kidding. There are probably some languages that you could learn that would take less time to learn than everything that's in Path of Exile when it comes to the crafting. Okay? Like, it's insane. And that's just the crafting, okay? After that, you have all the rest of the game too. So I think the worst part, and this will be the last part I talk about because I know a lot of you don't give a shit about Path of Exile. The bosses in Path of Exile have the same problem too, where you will spend so much time building up resources in order to unlock your chance to kill a boss. They added new ones in the last league. There was one that had two or three kind of floating kind of guardians in this room, and it looked visually really, really cool. And there was like a fire one and an ice one, and there was like the room was a circle, and it was split in half with this rotating red area and this rotating blue area, right? So it's like ice and fire, right? And you have to you go in there, and you have to spend a lot of time gathering the fragments in order to open up this portal to go in and fight these guys, okay? And when you're in the red area, you start getting a stacking red debuff that makes it so you take more damage from fire and less damage from ice, I think. And when you're in the blue area, it does the opposite, okay? So you go into this room and you fight this boss, and the game doesn't tell you that's what it does, and you have to like read like tooltips in the corner to even understand what that debuff is even doing to you. And all the while the boss is pelting attacks at you and everything like that, so you have no chance to learn. It's really unintuitive to learn what the boss even does, and you only have like 6 tries before you've lost all your attempts to kill the boss because you run out of portals. So every single time you die you lose one, not to mention hardcore mode, right? So the issue comes into, like, it's so hard to learn anything that goes on in that game, and it's made even worse in this particular fight that there's a comet storm that comes down that you have to break line of sight with it by hiding behind these pillars that will break and come back to life as the fight goes on. And it's just this unintuitive mess that is a really cool fight that, you know, you just can't learn yourself realistically. You need to look it up on a video and see how it does, and go on the wiki and see, okay, here's how this fight does. So it's almost like prepping for a raid in World of Warcraft. And I don't know, I think it's a failure in game design when you're just asking your players to constantly to alt tab out and go and look at like out of game resources to figure out how to play your game, you know? So I just don't like that. So if I'm gonna do that, I might as well just play something else or just watch someone play the game, right? And Path of Exile is just the king of that shit. It has too many systems, it has too many crafting things. I love the crafting system, I love the currency, I love Delve. There's so much about the game that I absolutely love. I love that you can effectively play it forever, but it's just so complicated, and it has such shit quality of life. It has too many like on death gotcha mechanics where you can just die out of nowhere and not even understand how. I think they've outright said that they won't add a death log to the game because they don't want to piss the players off, because it's so poorly put together that sometimes you just die from something that you don't realize is even in the game. So yeah, I just don't know. It's like I said with it's similar to Hunt Showdown. I love Hunt Showdown, but there's a much better game than Hunt Showdown that could be made out of that concept. Even though I think Hunt Showdown is the best of its type right now, the small scale battle royale kind of game, even though it's not really that kind of battle royale game. Hey, Big Daddy Joe, have you ever pooped your pants? I have, yes. That's not true. Deathlog is a technical issue. Sure. What's his name? Is it Chris again? Sure, Chris. Favorite weapons in Hunt Showdown? Probably... It's basic, but like if we're talking like I can have any weapon I want and cost doesn't matter, probably the Mosin and an uppercut. I know that's really basic shit, but the sights on the Mosin are just so good, and the uppercut has like such a high damage, and for whatever reason, I know it's the same as the Cadwell Pax and the conversion, but there's something about the uppercut, I land more shots with it. I don't know if it's because I just know that's a more powerful gun. Maybe it has like a higher bullet size or something, and that just helps or something like that. But if we're factoring in price, I really like the Martini Henry. I really like just the basic Winfield. I do what I call Winnie the Pooh runs, where I will just go around on the map with a basic ass Winnie with a bunch of ammo and just shoot everything I can in the head. I'm just shitting all over everything, so I'm Winnie the Pooh. Those are some pretty fun runs, but like I said, I haven't played the game in a while, so I'm really out of it. Do you feel like you play worse with an expensive loadout? I feel like I'm unlucky with an expensive loadout, but it's probably that I just remember those deaths more. Thoughts on Crosscode? I didn't like it as much as others. Really? I love Crosscode. Maybe it's just not a game for you. I really enjoyed it. Really great gameplay. Story is okay. Kind of nostalgic for me because it hits like the MMO kind of era. So even though the story is not what I consider to be something good, it still worked on me, so I enjoyed it. And I just love the combat. What's your favorite game that you wouldn't have played without chat telling voting you to? Probably Danganronpa, I think. Do you plan to play the other Yakuza games? Yes! We'll play Kiwami at some point. Don't know when. Will Hypnospace stream happen before VLR? I don't think so, no. Not at this point. It was supposed to be today, but I'm not really feeling all that high energy enough to do a voted game this week, sorry. It probably would have been fine, but I'd rather not disrespect Hypnospace Outlaw. How do I get more than 3 songs? Do you plan on playing the new Ace Attorney games? It's 2-in-1? Probably. We'll stream some more of those. I had fun with those. What are your thoughts about calling your husband wife your ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend? I don't like it. It just sounds like one of those kind of silly gotchas, you know? I mean, technically, you're my ex-girlfriend because we're married now and we're not girlfriend. Like, nah, I don't like that kind of thing. Are you still looking into moving from Moncton every goddamn day? Go to the song menu. There's a song menu? Why can't I see the mouse when it goes over here? Song menu. No, I'm not seeing a song menu. Custom playlist? Weekender Girl. Out of Gravity. Customization. Oh no. What the hell? Oh, new song. All right. All right. Yazuka or Persona? Oh, that's a really tough one. I think Yakuza is a better game, but Persona is a better experience. And I'm not saying experience there in terms of saying that an experience is higher than a game. I mean that in Persona you get this you get to settle in and have this vacation from your life, as being this student that gets a group of friends, and you get to almost relive a snapshot or a quick run through of a year in high school. And you get to have some friends and you get to do some fun with them and everything like that. And that kind of comfy experience of having that kind of social dynamic and social group and going through that is very different than what you go on in Yakuza. And I feel like that's the best part of Persona, whereas Yakuza is, has a good experience and story as well, but there's lots of things in fun gameplay in Yakuza compared to that. But Persona has a lot of mini games too that I missed, right? So I don't know if I would I don't know if I should be talking without going through all those. Would you stream Black Mesa remake original Half-Life someday after voted playthrough of the whole series? I don't know. We might do that with this one. Yeah, we might go through it. Who's your favorite VTuber? None of them. Can I change the song? Song specific F4. Well, now there's 3 of them. This is getting out of hand. No. No. How do I get out? Hold down the pause button. What's the pause button? Oh, no. Oh, that sucks. Okay. When you playing the Chaos game? I don't know. Should we watch the intro? Oh my fucking god. Can you imagine going on an airplane and sitting next to this thing? When does someone start killing them? Is this a remake or a re-release? Because, like, visually this is not very good. It's a re-release of what, like a 2012 game? Oh my god. It's a Switch port? Okay, that makes sense, actually. Oh, it is Hatsune. Okay. Hatsune Miku. Mega Mix. Project. This is what we've been playing this whole time. Okay. Okay, how do I get online store? Nah, that might take me somewhere I don't want to go. Gallery. Do we have new music here? No. Okay, can I go to Rhythm Game and get some, like, select the song music? All right, let's see if we're gonna Alt F4 again. Yep. All right, well, let's watch the intro again. Doo 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 doo. Alright, let's actually listen to that weird song then. F2 help, I do need help. You can press R for a song. That took me to the tutorial last time. I don't want to do a tutorial. T-shirt editor, please. You know what? Okay. What? I'm drawing a puzzle piece. Because I'm puzzled by how this works. Now I'm turning into like a weird ghost. Happy ghost with a nose. And, really hairy feet. And claws. Anime hair? How do you draw anime hair? Alright, crown hair. Alright. Alright. Yeah, I want to save it. Is she gonna wear it? draw something on the back too? Hold on, can I flip it? Yes! Alright, what are we putting on the black? On the back? Alright, blue. Blue, alright, here we go. Oh man. Alright, blue. Oh. Okay. Alright, now the feet. What? I'm drawing a banana! Oh, sorry, I didn't put the handle up here. It's a blue banana. What's wrong with you, chat? With long pitchfork. No, let's do four fingers. Ooh, this is a spooky banana. This one's unhappy. Doesn't like their existence. All right, let's switch it to black. This is black at the tip up here, right? Too. All right, can we fill? Oh man, this is really advanced. All right, there we go. Sorry, I couldn't draw anything better than what's on the front, but like. Oh man, I'll save it. Okay, saves. Oh, she's not wearing it. New merch. What the hell is this? What is this outfit? Wait, is she a robot? She's a cat? Is there a bunny version? Not that I care. Fairy. Magician. Oh, that one's good. I like that one. Alright, these are all the same but different colors. Okay, how far does this go? How is it still going? Angel. Oh, nice. Sonic style? How is it still going? Oh, recommended. Okay. Innocent. Alright, nice. Kasha, Regret, Liar, Moonlight Butterfly, Siren. Have I looped and not even realized it? Oh my god. Snow Miku 2014. We're still in 2014? How is it... Alright, finally. Alright. Okay, I'm just... How long does it take? That is just way too long. Way too long. That's excessive. I saw bunny ears. I'm trained. My dear bunny. Oh, there's more than one. Alright. What the hell is that? Alright, this is just a trash fire character. I don't understand. Alright, do they all have this amount? Kigame Rin. Alright, how long? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Where's the other one? Alright, Miku. Alright, let's see how long this is gonna take. Okay, if there's any justice in the world, alright, this has to be at least longer than Rin, okay, and somewhat comparable to Miku. Alright, here we go. If there's any justice in the world, alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3. There's no justice in the world. Wow, even less. Extra characters. Why would they add more characters to this? Cyber Dive. Random. What? Totally random. Alright. Where? Oh. I thought it would show it. Okay, how many? There can't be that many hairstyles, surely. Oh my fucking god. How? What the f— Most of them are still the same hairstyle, too. This is, how many different versions can you do of the same double ponytail bullshit? Alright, what about accessories? Alright, there must be so many of these because it's multi-purpose, right? Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, okay. Do we really need a different color of every single one? Okay, there aren't that many. Nice. Great white shark. What does that look like? Buy. Not enough VP. Back. Oh man, I can make like an angel bunny maid. Oh man. All right. All right. So maybe we're gonna play after all. Doo 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 doo. Anyway, any more questions? I need to pee. It takes too long to get points. How do you feel that you have played this enough to get annoyed at the point rate? Do you have any interest in playing Mori? Not really, but if you guys asked me to, I would. Is there hope for a Factorio release re-review? Maybe. I think I would rather do a video on a bunch of Factory games rather than just Factorio. So it would be like looking at Factorio, Dyson Sphere Program, Satisfactory. There's another couple Factory games that I'm interested in on Steam as well. I would look through all of them. Favorite band? Probably overall Tool. My favorite band recently is Amazing Devil. I've spoken about that too much on stream lately. I really like their songs. But overall, the first band I fell in love with when I was a teenager was Linkin Park. And for a long time, I listened to Porcupine Tree more than anything else. But I think, you know, over the years, I've gone back to Tool the most. I really like Tool. And I know that's a shitty take because Tool fans have a bad reputation, but I am a fan, but I'm not fanatical, you know what I mean? Like, I just like Tool. You've got me into Amazing Devil. Nice! Glad that you like them. I'm once again asking you to play Amori. More if you need to ask. Can you recommend 3 amazing devil songs? You can listen to The Horror and the Wilds, Farewell Wanderlust, and New York Torch Song. And if you don't like any of those 3, you're probably not gonna like them at all. Those are like I like almost all their songs. I don't know how I would rank them, but go listen to those 3 if you want, and that will give you a good spread of the different kind of songs that they do. I love Tool songs with odd time signatures are amazing. See, I don't know enough about music to appreciate that part of it. I just like it. The Amazing Devil, Coheed and Cambria, and The Deer Hunter are my current favorite bands right now. Nice. I've listened to some Coheed and Cambria, and I like what I heard, but I haven't gotten into them big time. Do you do Twitch, YouTube full time, or do you have a day job? Right now I don't really do anything full time. If you're asking if that's my primary source of income, then yes, it's YouTube and Twitch. But I don't have enough time to do anything full time at the moment because I'm too busy being a dad. Thoughts on U2? Not really a big fan of U2. I love Caravan Palace. I like one of their songs. I've heard the one that has the bar fight between the cats and the snakes. I know that song. That's a good song. How are the copyright claims going? I don't know. YouTube said that they were going to take them away, and then a whole week went by. I have 93 copyright claims on the second channel right now for Danganronpa. And they said, oh yeah, these aren't valid. Don't worry, we're going to take care of them. And I'm like, oh wow, this is how you get to YouTube support. You just have to hope that they notice you on Twitter. And then they said, we'll take care of them. A week went by, and I messaged them again and said, hey, they're still there. Is this how long it's supposed to take? And they said, oh, don't worry, they'll be gone soon. And they're still there. So I don't know what's going on with that. And I don't know if this counts as a dispute. So, like, I don't even know if you can even watch them right now, and if ads are running on them. You know, it's not a lot of money, but if it was on the main channel and it was going on this long, it would be a piss off. But then again, like, I had a copyright claim on the God of War video on the main channel for 2 months. It went into dispute, and then they escalated it, and then I disputed it again, and then it got discarded. And YouTube system says that they'll give you the money for any if you win the dispute, they'll give you any money that was earned during it. And I never got that money, and that was at least. Whoa, what's going on with the song right now? That was at least $1,000, maybe even 2 to 3. You know, that was in like one of the most popular times of that video. Like, it was doing really well in that period. It's not doing that well now, but like that's a lot of money just gone. And you try to access YouTube support, and they're like, no, fuck off. They won't. You'll be lucky if you get no fuck off. They just don't even answer. The takedowns will be done soon, Joe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that sounds ominous. Why is it skipping? It was doing this when I first started too, and it was very It's skipping here too. Why is it doing this? Do I sound okay? Yeah, I sound fine? Okay, why is it just the... Anything you're hoping is showing up tonight at Sony State Play? Not really. I don't really have any expectations for those kind of shows anymore. I don't know. Like, I have so much to do and play already that it's hard to look forward to things. Like, the only couple things I would be excited for right now would be anything on Silk Song and whatever Morbius Games makes yet next after Outer Wilds. What about Deep Down? Is that still coming out? Okay, I'm annoyed at the sound. Okay, so it's just the game, huh? Okay. I tabbed out. What about whatever Disco Elysium devs do nice? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, them too. Yeah, that's pretty true. Didn't expect any sane man to sit in the main menu for 1.5 hours. Excuse me, we've restarted Alt F4 style twice, and the first time I launched the game, it did this too, and I was worried, and it was because I Alt tabbed out. Are you Morbin? All the time. Morbin hard or hardly Morbin? Morb me? Morb me? Let's go back here for some reason. I'm excited for Elden Ring DLC. I bought the Elysium on a deal. Any advice before playing? No, not really. Just oh wait, I do have some advice. Don't save scum. You might be inclined, especially if you go on a certain Reddit site, to want to reload if you get a failure. But the game is smarter than that and better put together than most of its type, and sometimes the failures are more interesting than the successes. So don't save scum. Just go for it. Just let it ride. Thoughts on Lego Skywalker Saga? I don't really have any thoughts on Lego games, sorry, but they look kind of fun, I guess. I'm annoyed at this is happening. Okay, I'm going to switch it back to the other one, and then I'm going to go pee. And then when I come back, if it hasn't fixed itself, then we're going to do something else, because I'm not going to sit here with this on. Be right back. Restart? Okay, let's restart. Oh man, just in time. All right. So did it fix itself? Oh, it sounds like it did. Nice. All right, cool. We do not have feelings. Bug Snacks DLC one. I already answered that. Are you the same person who's asking? I don't know when, but we might stream it. Why put us through such psychological torture? Because you deserve it. Will you play Xenoblade 3 when it comes out? I don't know if it'll be right when it comes out, but we will stream it and see if it's a good time. Although, we might stream Xenoblade Chronicles 1 first, and if it's not a good time... you know what? Even then, I'll be curious to see... Because everyone says that Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is the cringy, really, really heavily anime one, and Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is much better. So I'd be curious, even if that was true, and Xenoblade Chronicles 1 is like, oh, okay, this is more serious. I doubt it, though. I have a feeling it's going to be just as bad. I would be curious to see if Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is the same as 2 or 1. Xenoblade X1, not really interested in that, although I have listened to some of the music of that, and it's pretty good. Chat Lies, I know Chat Lies, yeah. Watch Clue 1985 film. Is that the one with Tim Curry in it? Because if it is, I have seen that, and it was pretty good, but I don't remember much of it. Are you going to play Jedi Survivor when it releases? Oh, yeah. Did you see the trailer? Okay, it was just some cinematics, so who gives a shit? But I'm really excited because what if the Jerrys are still dumb? That was such a fun time. I had so much fun streaming Fallen Order. Yeah, so I'm excited for that, for stream. Yeah, for sure. I'm really, really excited. If you play one song today, make it Dramaturgy, genuine good song among the rest of this stuff. Okay, yeah, we'll play that one for sure. How did you arrive at this game? Well, I was, scrolling through my Steam list, new releases, and I was like, damn, that's for me. You know my tastes. What's your favorite soup? Minestrone, but I don't really like soup. Play Rouge of Love. Is that on here? Oh, Rouge of Love. Hey, Gatsby, how's it going? Are you making enough money back on this stream for this bit to be worth it? What bit? What are you talking about? Did you like Fallen Order only ironically? I unironically loved it. No, I enjoyed some of it unironically. I think I enjoyed it ironically more than unironically because my favorite part of the game was just how stupid the stormtroopers were. And I don't think that was on purpose. That was just how they were. But, it had some interesting level design. The visuals were okay. Gameplay was alright. I've definitely played worse games. It was pretty fun. Probably one of my favorite Star Wars games. I'd probably put KOTOR and Rogue Squadron above it. I didn't really care for the Super Nintendo ones all that much, but I only played them once. We rented them one time. Maybe it'd be number 3 or 4. Republic Commando, I haven't played it. Both KOTORs above it? Yeah, I liked KOTOR 2 as well as KOTOR 1. I got really lucky when I played KOTOR 2 and I didn't encounter many bugs. I played it right when it first came out. I didn't really encounter any bugs and I played it in an order that mostly made sense and didn't break anything. I was still really disappointed at the ending. It just kind of collapses, but I had a really good time with KOTOR 2. I thought it was very interesting. Are you looking forward to VLLR? Very much so, yeah. So this is what the stream is all about. It's just basically, a reminder, hey, I'm back, and we're streaming on Monday if you want to come back and watch it. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. I might not. This might be it. Like I said earlier, we were supposed to play Hypnospace Outlaw today and tomorrow as a break, and also to play another stream game, voted game, but I'm just really, really tired this week. Sorry. It hasn't been a good week or two. Interested in Celeste mods. I don't know anything about them, so maybe. 100% I think you'll drop VLR. No way. What do you mean? Why am I going to drop it? Thoughts on Kenobi series? The new Disney thing? I don't give a shit. Sorry. I don't get it. I don't give a shit. I like Ewan McGregor. I think the prequels are alright, you know? They're entertaining. But I just don't care, man. I don't know what to say. There are 2 shows we're watching right now. Sorry, I'm watching by myself. I'm finally getting through Ozark. I really like Ozark. And Lily and I have started watching You on Netflix. We watched 1 episode a week and a half ago, and it took until last night before we finally the stars aligned and we could watch another episode. So we're that's what we're watching at the moment. You is neat. Yeah, we like it a lot so far. It's interesting. It wasn't what I was expecting. I don't want to say it because I mean it happens in the first episode, like you realize. The second and third episode really solidify, you know, the twist, quote unquote. So it's like really early like media spoilers, but I feel like it's bad to spoil that, you know? It's not a spoiler surprise. I don't is it though? I feel like when a piece of media, even this is saying is kind of a spoiler, when a piece of media presents itself as something and even markets itself as something and the trailers say it's going to be something and then you go and consume the media and it's like very, very different on purpose, like then it's like I feel like that's a spoiler. I have a book like that. And I would consider it a spoiler if someone... Well, saying that would also spoil, like, the whole book as well. So it's, you know, but yeah. Yeah, like when the Cowboy Bebop show marketed itself as good. Wow, you're going to get hate for that. Wow. You don't like the Cowboy Bebop anime? Holy shit, you're going to get crucified. You should leave. Whoa, holy crap. Oh, man. Oh man, this guy in chat just said the Cowboy Bebop anime is bad. Doo 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 doo. Opinion on Miku's sleeveless jacket having zipper teeth on the armholes? I don't know who that is. Do you have a favorite K-drama? I don't know what that is. Do you watch stuff on normal speed or do you speed it up to save time? I don't know. I almost always watch YouTube videos, including my own, at ×2 speed. Thoughts on Spiritfarer? I haven't played it. Favorite One Piece arc? The last one. Do you think you'll ever try speedrunning a game? I would love to try to get into that. So if streams ever come back full time and I'm actually streaming pretty much every single day or 5 times a week, I think I would get into a game, speedrunning a game, and that would be like one of the days every week is devoted to getting better at the speedrun. I don't know what I would do though. Mario 64 appeals to me, but then I've already like co-opted too much shit from Northern Lion and from Association Germa, so I'd rather not do that. So it'd be, I think a platformer would be good though. Hollow Knight, I don't know if I could enjoy speedrunning Hollow Knight. Celeste, see, I think I would enjoy that at first, but after a while, it would just get so technical and soul-destroying that I don't think I could do it. But maybe. Have you seen how people, speedrunners, like... It's like walls or floors to them, man. The way that speedrunners go through that shit. It's like they're playing a completely different game. It's like they have infinite dashes. Ever play Hades? Yes. I like it, but I don't love it. It's okay. Will you play David Cage's Star Wars game? Almost certainly yes, we'll stream it. I probably wouldn't play it on my own, though. All platformers are going to be technical and soul-destroying. I guess the one advantage of Celeste is that the screens are small, so a mistake doesn't set you back too much. Is there any speedrun of Celeste that does the whole game deathless? Has anyone pulled that off? The whole game? The whole thing? Well, TAS doesn't count. Definitely? Really? Someone's gotten so good that they've done the whole ass thing speedrunning without dying. Wow, that's impressive. Thoughts on Slay the Spire? I initially brushed it off because I find it boring to watch, but ended up getting addicted to it after trying it out. Did you know that I won my very first round of that? And that the first time that I ever got to the heart, I also won? Yeah, just you know, some Joe lore just slipping there on you, you know? Like, yeah. You know, don't know why, I just felt like saying that. Got an 80% win rate in my first 5 runs. No, I like Slay the Spire. I'm not very good at it. I got lucky when I was on the stream. I've played it on my own a fair amount, and, you know, I'm usually successful, but not cleanly. And I make a lot of dumb mistakes, and I don't really understand the thought process behind building all that much. I find that I don't know the variants of the different artifacts and how important they are, and I end up trying to go blindly for a build, and then if it happens to work out for me, then it just happened to work out for me. Whenever I win in Slay the Spire, I feel like it's completely luck. I think my highest success rate I have is with the third guy. I can't remember his name. Is it the Defect? The fourth one they added is way too hard for me to properly play. I enjoy them, but the shit you can do on that is just insane. And I'm just too small brain for that one. Although I'd like to try and do better. The Defect I find the easiest to win with. And then if I can get a good poison build going with the second one, then that. But I've never, ever gotten shivs to work. And I've always tried to get shivs to work, and I can never do it. You know, I end up fighting against the one that makes it so you can't play many cards every single turn and just die. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not that great at it, but I do enjoy the game. Thoughts on Davy Redden, the Beginner's Guide? You can go watch my playthrough of the Beginner's Guide if you want. I don't have any thoughts on Redden. I don't really know much about him. Should I stay or should I go? Is that song on here? Should I stay or should I go now? Is that what you're trying to say to me? Yeah, I'll do that one, sure, when we start playing. How many chats do you read during stream? What do you mean? Usually I read chat every stream, apart from when it's a spoiler game. I try very hard to read my chat whenever I'm on here and have an ongoing conversation with chat. But if it's a story-heavy game, then I might not do that. Like if it's in like Zero Escape, what we did recently, I wasn't really reading chat all that much, and because I don't want to be spoiled. And if it's a game like Outer Wilds, I won't have chat on at all. But almost every single time, I'm trying to interact with chat. Dragon's Den is on fire today. Yeah, I figured you might be. Are you gonna stream Morbius video game? Is there one? Because if so, then sure. Have you played any of the Batman Arkham games? I played Arkham Asylum for the first time for the Witcher video, Witcher 3 specifically. I haven't played any of the others apart from just a couple minutes just to see if they played the same as Arkham Asylum. I wanted to see if Witcher 3's combat was like Arkham combat, and that was the first time I had played it. I really rushed through it though, and I don't think I got a good experience. So if we were to play them again... Actually, did I even finish it? How long did I play Arkham Asylum for? I can't remember now. Like, I might be able to just play those games on stream and it'd be fine. Do you still have those anime ringtones? I do not. My phone deleted my ringtones, remember? And everyone made fun of me for being a boomer. I still don't know where they went. Are you interested in the other Yakuza games after finishing Zero? Yakuza 0? 999? Yeah? Yes, I will stream Kiwami at some point. And then after that, we'll take it from there to see if we're going to do the other ones later on. Thoughts on DMC combat? I really like it. I love the Devil May Cry games. I played Devil May Cry. I am old enough that I played Devil May Cry 1 at release. And I'm also old enough to have played Devil May Cry 2 at release, and my disappointment was immeasurable. Immeasurable, there, I said it properly. Like, you can play Devil May Cry 2 now as just like a, haha, what a funny meme game. I'm going to play it while I go back when I'm going through the trilogy. Haha, wow, this must have sucked. You don't understand what that was like. You know, after just loving Devil May Cry 1, Devil May Cry 2 finally comes out and playing it and just being like, what the fuck is this? Name any boss in Devil May Cry 2. I can't. I don't remember any of them. The only thing I remember Devil May Cry 2 is that you can shoot more than one guy at once, and that was cool. Have you watched The Boys? I have. I like it a lot. I think Season 2 is better than Season 1. Would you be open to playing Catherine full body if it ever gets released to PC? I don't know. I kind of feel like we're done with Catherine. If you all wanted me to big time, sure, but I feel like we're done. Season 3 is coming in progress. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Jensen Ackles is in it too, right? I really like Jensen Ackles. He is a very handsome man. And Stranger Things 4 just came out too, and I haven't watched that yet. But I don't really have much time to watch TV. I'm like crawling through Ozark. The Supernatural guy? Yes, the Supernatural guy. Have you played Cruelty Squad? I have not. It looks really weird. Thoughts on pressing the A button a few times? Hold on, let me see. Nope, doesn't do anything. Neo 2 when? I won't stream Neo 2 unless everyone really, really wanted me to, but I don't think you guys do. I played it a little bit. It seems like it's just more Neo, and I love Neo, but I don't really have time to commit to something like that just yet. That's a very demanding game. Why not Catherine full body if you're going to play Persona 5 Royal? Well, it's been longer since we played Persona 5, and I feel like Royal has more content added to it than Catherine, and that Persona has more replayability of different things that we haven't seen in it because of the different routes and the different mini games and the characters that we didn't cap out. So I feel like that's more worth it. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Maybe. Thank you for the gift subs, Verdox5. Thank you. Have you ever played any Vanillaware games? Don't think so. Set graphics to PlayStation 4 preset, please. I can do that. Hold on. Is it here? No? No? I don't think it's here. Visual settings. Future Town. Oh, it was on that. It was on that one. Okay, there you go. It looks exactly the same. Obora Muramasa is a great classic 2D slash em-up game from Vanillaware. I think you would like it. Okay, cool. You can link it to me on Jazz if you want. I'll take a look at it. It's only different in game. Oh, okay, sure. Okay, so when we get there, point out the differences to me. I'd be curious to see why is it different. Are we in an elaborate pre-recorded dream right now? Yes. Is this a game or an experience? Definitely an experience. Have you heard any of the Guilty Gear Strive OST? If so, what's your favorite track and why is it Disaster of Passion? I have not, so I can't comment on it. That's a cool title, though. I've heard that the music's really good. Which do you prefer between KOTOR 1 and 2? 2, I think. KOTOR has 2 has more of a mature, compelling, nuanced story and writing to it. I don't know if it holds up all that well. Like there's this part where Kreia like lambasts you for being charitable to someone because it shows you like, oh man, if you give someone some money, then they go off and they end up getting killed and beaten up because you gave them some money. Don't you feel bad, an idiot, for being charitable, you idiot? And when I was younger, I was like, man, that's so deep. And now I look back at that and go, wow, that's kind of fucked up, Kreia. Like, what the fuck? So, I don't know how much of the writing would hold up for me now, but it might be good. I don't know. Do you like Final Fantasy? I used to. Final Fantasy used to be my most excited, my favorite series. I used to look forward to Final Fantasy so much. Like 6, 7, 8. It lost me around 9, I think. Before that I played 4 as well. I really liked 4. But yeah, it lost me around 9 and then fully lost me at 10. I really didn't like 10 at all. Have you ever done an MBTI test? Maybe? I don't know what those are. Is that when it tells you if you're like an int J or an int F or whatever? It's astrology for intellectuals? Yeah, for sure. If that is what it is, then yeah, I did one on Jad's one. Someone asked me to do it. I can't remember what I was. Someone will know. Someone will have it like linked or screen capped or something. I can't remember what I was. What upcoming game are you most looking forward to? I have no idea, sorry. Probably Silksong, I guess. I don't like to say this a lot because some of you who are here for a lot of streams are probably tired of hearing it, but it really cannot be overstated how much of my life is just devoted to just being a father right now. Like, we have 4 of those little monsters. So, like, the most of my day just goes to either dealing with them or thinking about them or recovering from dealing with them, okay? So, like, you know, it's really hard, you know, with having a project that's so overdue as well, while also trying to manage, like, we didn't have a house for a long time, so having a house is a new thing too. Like, there's a lot going on, so it's really hard to look for the future when you're just so stuck in the present. And to some extent, that's a blessing, you know? You get to really be focused in the moment, you have a lot going on, but I just... so much, man. Favorite non-humanoid alien design in any piece of media? Oh, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. Holy shit. I have no idea. I can't say that. That's a spoiler. When I wrote my sci-fi series, I tried very hard to come up with creative types of aliens, but I still gravitated toward mostly humanoid-ish kind of creatures that could still pass as just like oddly shaped humans, that sort of thing. It's pretty tough to get outside of that framework. I really like more conceptual kind of alien things where the movie, is it Solaris, that has... Doctor Who has some of this too. Like, Solaris had like an alien that is just an entire ass planet. Like, the whole planet is an alien, and it has a consciousness kind of, but it's kind of misunderstood, or not. It's not ever really explained what it is. I really like that kind of thing where it's just so unknown that you have no idea, like it's so alien that it's kind of hard for you to comprehend. So that kind of thing. Doctor Who has a little bit of that now and then, and that's interesting. So I guess even an alien that is like more animal in shape and less humanoid is still going to come across, if it has the same kind of intelligence and goals, it's still going to come across as distinctly kind of human, you know? Yeek when? Is it Yeek or Yik or U2K? Have you seen 12 Minutes? I have not, no. That might be a fun stream. There's so many fun streams. So many fun stream ideas. Just imagine, like, how many streams we could do playing those games that would, you know, we would never have to waste any of them. No dead streams at all. No streams just sitting around talking. Alien race of blonde bunny girls confirmed. Merrick, I don't know where you get these ideas from. Why would I find that hot? Please don't draw it. My PayPal is always open. Please don't draw it. Please don't draw it. Have you played the Forgotten City? No, but I would like to. I've heard good things about Forgotten City. Too many games to play. Have you heard of Darkest Dungeon? Not only have I heard of it, I made a video on it. Do you plan on playing Iron Lung? It's an hour-long game made by Davivid? Is that his name, or did you add an extra V? Samansky? Dusk Dev? I've heard of it. You're in like a submarine or something, aren't you? I don't know. It doesn't look like my thing. What's been your favorite stream and why is it Health Point? Oh man, I don't know what my favorite stream is. I think maybe the most memorable one has been the Cursed Music stream. I think that the best off the cuff joke I ever did on stream was when during the Cursed Music stream, someone linked me. Everyone was just linking me random stuff, and I didn't even know what it was before I put it up. And someone linked me one, and it was the Pokemon theme. So we're sitting here listening to the Pokemon theme, and I said, for some of you, it was the Pokemon TV theme. For some of you, this isn't the first time you're hearing this today. Oh man, I think that's my best off the cuff joke, ribbing the chat. Oh man, that was so funny. That was a good stream. Oh, laughing at own joke. It doesn't say first time chatter next to your name. What the hell? That's weird. Are you planning a dark TV series video? No plans for TV videos just yet. Maybe one day. I have no idea if that's ever gonna happen. YouTube is scaring me right now. Can we have Jokiku back, please? My favorite emote. Maybe one day. It's still in the list. They added a new system where you can whatchamacallit, like save past emotes instead of deleting them, so we can kind of like have a rotation. It wasn't used much, that's why it's gone. But maybe another one can go. Excuse me. Favorite Elden Ring weapon? The big, colossal greatsword that looks like a chunk of a pillar that you get from Castle Redmane if you go there early. I know you toyed with the idea of an Undertale video before. Is that still on the table after the Witcher 3 video as the ship sailed? It hasn't sailed, but there might not be any more videos after the Witcher 3 and the Cyberpunk video, because I don't know what's going on with that. It's very hard for me to do videos. I said that, and there's been a whole ass Elden Ring video, okay? So, like, the chances are low of me ever just getting away from it forever, because I just enjoy making videos so much. But, getting a copyright claim and having potentially your whole channel shut down, and there is literally no fucking way to get in touch with anyone on support on YouTube without hopefully attracting the attention of their bot system on Twitter, and then even then after getting their attention they might just not answer you for a whole last week is very uncomfortable, okay? Like it's not a good place to be. So I end up going through this. Okay, a couple of streams ago I said something about how like sometimes I forget I'm narcoleptic, and a lot of people said that had similar invisible illnesses or a mental illness said that it's very common, and they go through that too. You know, you forget that you have depression. You know, it's like, oh, you have a couple of good days and you're like, oh man, why can't my whole life be like this? And then boom, and you're like, oh shit. So that's what happens on YouTube as well, where like I'll go a while and there'll be no problems on YouTube, and I'll be like, oh yeah, this is great. Yeah, okay, who cares? Let's keep going. And all of a sudden it'll be like, oh, failure to upload. Oh, copyright claim. Oh, now you have to dispute it. Oh, now YouTube support won't answer you. Oh, here's your revenue's gone. Oh, okay, now we're just not gonna. All of a sudden your views are gonna drop out of nowhere, and then they're gonna come back up again. It's just like all the YouTube shit just hits all at once, and I'm like, oh my god, I need to get off this platform, you know? So it's hard to make any plans and long-term decisions, but I would love to make an Undertale video for sure. But 2 hours, 0 gameplay. 2 hours and 16 minutes actually. Okay, hold on. Let me go up here, okay? What is it? Is it rhythm game? This is what you click on to play, right? Alright, here we go. Have you seen the Elden Ring seamless co-op mod? Thoughts if Miyazaki should change Souls Online mode? No, I don't think so, no. I think it's fine. Do you think you'll finish Red Dead 2 on stream? Almost certainly not, no. Have you heard anything about Unsighted, great 2D top-down game with actual consequences you might find interesting? Not only do I find it interesting, I've played it. I played it for a couple hours when it first came out. I liked it so much that I stopped playing it, and I want to go back to it when I can give it more of my full attention. It's a very interesting game. I highly recommend it. If you like top-down Zelda games, if you like crosscode, you should definitely go and check out Unsighted. It might be something that you like. Kind of Hyper Light Drifter-y, you know, it's pretty good. Someone asked about Death's Door. I played that too. I didn't finish it. I played it for a couple hours. Finn was very interested in that, and he watched me play it for a bit, and he called it the Bird game. And we played that. I don't know how long I played it for. I killed some bosses. I didn't like it all that much. Like it was fine. Like there was nothing wrong with it, but I felt like it was a bit too simple, and there just wasn't enough to it. I don't know. Just it was fine. Pathologic games one day. I don't know if we'll stream those. I'm interested in playing them to see what all the fuss is about, but I feel like they would be very, very boring streams. But hey, I thought Outer Wilds would be boring streams too, and they're some of my most popular, so maybe. Has Finn beaten Dark Souls yet? No, I don't know if he should play Dark Souls because it's kind of spooky, right? Was just about to ask about Tunic. I played Tunic. I finished Tunic. I was playing that on the Steam Deck, and it was okay. Kind of like the same area as Death's Door. I think combat in Death's Door is much better than Tunic. Tunic, it was alright. It got more interesting toward the end. Yeah, it's okay. Real question, just pure aesthetics. Who's your fave VTuber you've seen? Well, the only VTuber I know off the top of my head is the one that has the shark on. So the shark hoodie one, I guess. That would also qualify as the worst one I've seen, because that's the only one I can think of right now. Is Inscription still on the list? There is no list like that apart from the voted games, but I would like to stream Inscription, sure. How many streams would that be? 2, 3? Have you played Evil Dead? I have not, no. Best Yeek-like game you have ever played? Undertale. Speaking of VTubers, Juniper Actius has her birthday today. Alright, thanks, Weeb, for just dropping that knowledge bomb in the chat and making me read it out loud. How many furry types do you know? 1? Man, that makes me remember... I wish I couldn't find it again because that subreddit moves so fast. When I was playing Genshin, when I first got into Genshin, I went on the subreddit and there was a post and it was just dripping in such unironic vitriol that I wish I had capped it or saved it or something. And it was basically, I can't even, you won't be able to find it because I can't even remember what character it was for. And it was basically someone came on the subreddit and was like, all of you think that you are such great fans and appreciate this game, but none of you knew that it was voice actor of this character's birthday today, and none of you wished them a happy birthday. You're all like, and it was just like this huge call out post on the subreddit, and like the comments were like, oh my god, you're right, we're so sorry. And I was reading it, I'm like, what world have I been put into that it was just so condescending? like, you guys forgot the voice actor's birthday. Like, this is such a faux pas. Like, holy shit. Like... I mean, it could have been... Okay, maybe I'm not getting the culture, but from the comments and everything, I really don't think so. Thoughts on pressing the enter button? Hold on. Nope, doesn't do anything. Would you stream the other Xenoblade Chronicles games? Or is too much cringe for you? We'll do it eventually, yeah. Unless I quit streaming before then, before we get to it. Best Genshin waifu? Eula, of course. Imagine having an answer. Are you interested in doing the Great Attorney, Ace Attorney on stream? Yes. But I don't know if we'll go right to that one or we'll do some of the other ones first. Can you even play the other ones on stream? Unless I quit streaming. Well, yeah, we have like at least 5 years of stream game content. Like, we might not get to it before I pass out or you know, move on or die. Who knows? Twitch itself isn't exactly a great platform compared to YouTube, you know? Like, you know, both sides have problems. How many Deluxe do you have already? I have... Oh, do I want to lie? I have 6 Dulux. I have 6 Dulux. I have a C5 Dulac. Last time I played. I have the Dulac curse. So I have C5. And I have a C2 Ganyu. I got 3 Ganyus in 5 pulls when the rerun came. After not getting her on the first banner. How? Well, for the Nagito luck plus Dulac curse plus L plus I'm not PO plus spent some money for the video that might never even come out. You know, that sort of thing. Plus mainless plus ratio. Free to play, by the way. I don't have a Dulac on my free to play account. No. Just so we're clear, I haven't played Genshin in about 6 or 7 months, so like I'm free of that. Since you're gonna play the Metal Gear Solid series, which games you already played? I've played Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, 4. I haven't played any of the Peace Walker games. I haven't played 5. I've also played Twin Snake's remake of Metal Gear Solid 1. I have not played Sustenance or any of the remakes, if any others exist. And I've played Revengeance. We streamed that one. Can you put your mouse over rhythm game and left click a few times? Alright, sure. Oh no! Rumbled. It crashed. Yeah, it crashed. Do 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 do. Imagine you quitting for good and Jad's being like he's baiting for the next 10 years or so. Imagine doing that and then on year 11 coming back and being like Lamayo got him and everyone's like, I knew it. Why wouldn't you play the Persona dancing game instead of this trash? What's the main menu music like in that one? Is that pretty good? Is that even on Steam? Would you try any other gacha games aside from Genshin? For example, Arknights or Fate Grand Order? When I actually get around to making the video, if I do make one, which I definitely want to, I will for sure, yeah. But not for very long. It'll just be like dipping my toes in and seeing what it's like and getting like some knowledge of how the genre works. But yeah, for sure. Is Baba Is You video still going to happen? Not sure. I would like it to, but the only videos I'm promising right now are The Witcher 3 one and Cyberpunk. After that, it's whatever, you know, like I would be an idiot not to make some other videos on it, but to make some other videos like on Last of Us 2 and Baba's You and Undertale, that sort of thing, but Outer Wilds, but I don't know what the future holds. I'm, you know, spoke about this even over a year ago, right? When we were in Persona 4 or whatever. Like, work-life balance is very hard right now, and I don't know what the future holds, and YouTube is not a very stable platform for me. It probably is fine. It's just the lack of support that creators get, and I understand they're in a bad position, makes it very unsettling for me. The fact that any day I'm just a couple of really bad copyright claims away from being, you know, just put out the pasture, and there's really nothing YouTube will do about it, doesn't bode well with me. Can you change the main menu easily? Sure, which one do you guys want? Future tone? What about Patreon? Joe Brain not compatible with Patreon. If Joe Brain not working as many hours as humanly possible every single week for the rest of Joe life. So no more Patreon. Joe Brain not so good. Agree. True. If there was a YouTube union, would you join? Possibly. I would have to be convinced that it's not just a publicity meme bullshit. How's Witcher 3 video coming along? It's a video, alright. Do you think they could make a Witcher game where you play as Ciri work? Would a sequel essentially setting on a single Witcher 3 ending be okay with you? I talk about this in the Witcher 3 video, the latter point. Yes, absolutely, yeah, for sure. Would a game built on Ciri work? I think not. So, book Ciri is a very different character than video game Ciri. Video game Ciri, sure, but toward the end of the game, you get hints that she still is book Ciri. It's just that there were limitations on what they were willing to show or could show. So, if you want actual full power Ciri, there's no fucking way you can make a game out of that. There's just she's just way too strong. Like, there's no conflict. There's literally nothing you can do with this character unless you're nerfing her to the point that she's not even Ciri anymore. You know. So it wouldn't be that interesting. Could you make it work? Probably, but nah, I'm skeptical that it would be all that satisfying, and they should just do something else instead. I think you could have another game with Geralt. I think making your own Witcher would be pretty good. I think a game set in the past would be really fun when Witchers were just being first created. I think that would be a very compelling kind of setting, but I have a feeling they wouldn't pull it off properly, and it would just feel more of just the same of Witcher 3, whereas the world back then was a very more dangerous, harsh place, so it wouldn't really pay off. I think a management game in the Witcher universe would be fun, where you are trying to like rebuild Kaer Morhen or rebuild like your own Witcher school, and you have to like send Witchers out and they bring back money and everything, and you are like training the new ones. I think that would be really fun. But I don't know. I'm interested in where they go next for sure. Would a Vesemir Witcher game work? Hot take. I don't really give a fuck about Vesemir. Like, he's fine. Like, yeah. Didn't they already kind of do that in one of the Netflix shows, though? Like, one of the anime Netflix shows, they went back and showed, like, Vesemir the younger years. I haven't watched it. Like, he's alright. It's just, he's not that interesting to me. Was the show good? I didn't watch that one. Are you excited about Breath of the Wild 2 at all? I guess so. I'll play it. Like the Witcher 3 video, it feels like it's never coming out, so it's hard to get excited about it. I like the stream, but with the repeating music, it's giving me a headache. Can you mute it? Isn't there a way you can do that? Like, you can just mute the music on your end? Here we go. Doo-doo. 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 No, there's a bunch of people I've been in chat with it muted, and they're talking. Oh, they can't hear me either. They're just here hanging out. What the fuck? What? Why? For the monocoins? That's true, yeah, monocoins. But why chat then? Just go do something else. Can we take another trip to the customization room? Yeah, sure, that's got some good music, right? Here we go. Would you want a new reciteer? Oh man, you don't know how much I want a new reciteer. You have no idea. Change shirt to custom shirt. How? Here? Change parts. Modules? Is it custom shirt A? Yes, it's a uniform. How do I change it to a different character? Oh no! Game control config? No. Just modules? Oh, I just changed them here. Alright, let's put her in the shirt. Yeah! Oh man. This is a interesting character. Oh, she rolled it up! Why though? Wait, so she is incapable of not showing her stomach? Alright, best girl. Anyone have any questions that have been asked a lot that I've missed? Make them dance like so. Oh, wow, imagine you could do that. That would be a really good game. Favorite character from The Wire? Basic take, but probably just McNulty. I just like McNulty. I find him funny. And what the fuck did I do? Omar, I like Omar a lot. I like almost all the characters in The Wire. Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe? I don't think so. I don't think we're going to do that one. How are you going to work the word masterpiece into the Witcher 3 video title? I won't. I already know what the Witcher 3 video title is going to be. And it doesn't have masterpiece in it. Opinions on the new Florence album? Oh man, the Florence and the Machine Enjoyer has logged on. It was pretty good. I like Choreomania. I like Cassandra. I like Dream Girl Evil. Lily's been listening to it pretty much nonstop since it came out. She's really happy with it. And she's the biggest Florence fan of the two of us. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't know if it's my favorite. I think her first album is still my favorite of hers. Pizza or pasta? Pizza all the way. You mentioned you played a little bit of Guilty Gear earlier. Which character did you play? It was just a tutorial, and it was the one that had the anchor weapon. Did you watch the last Love, Death, and Robot season? Not only have I not watched the last Love, Death, and Robot season, I haven't watched the first Love, Death, and Robot season. Will you cover launch issues in Cyberpunk video? Yes. Thoughts on Morbius? I haven't seen it. I don't really know much about it. Have you seen the movie The Cube? I don't know much about it. I haven't seen it. Do you still have the dad joke book? I don't know where it is. I haven't seen it. Opinion on adult games and whether they have value in the gaming industry? Of course they have value. Like, sex is a big part of the human experience, and it's worthy of being explored in media just as much as violence is, and, you know, challenge. But in terms of video game medium, I don't know if game is the right medium for that sort of thing, or just sort of an interactive experience is better. I don't think I've ever seen or played an adult game that's been actually good, so they're not there yet. Favorite D&D monster you've become aware of so far? Well, as a rigger, I'm a big fan of the Roper. Pretty scary. Scary Roper. I just like conceptually that it just like blends in like it does. It's a very cool monster design. Translucent cubes that you can't see and might walk into are pretty fun too as well. Are you streaming Sony's State of Play today? I'm not sure. If I'm still awake and feel up to it, I might stream it later. If not, I might just pop back on the stream and just, you know, play some more of this game. The creators of Disco Elysium said they want to include a sex scene in their next game. Could be interesting while the skills talk. I read this too. It sounds very funny. I think that could be a very funny experience, but I don't know if they would want it to be a funny experience. I can't imagine doing that and it not being funny. But sex is funny. This is something a lot of people aren't comfortable admitting. I don't know why. Sex can be very, very funny, especially. I have to finish it, especially with me. Sorry, I thought of the punchline for that and I had to stop because I thought it might be inappropriate, but no, I just mean that purely as a joke. Have you watched Arcane? I have not, no. How many marbles have currently been redeemed? I think 5, right? I haven't checked it, and for reasons I just don't want to right now. Oh! Whoops. Doo-doo. It's making my ears bleed, says someone. Okay, hold on. That better? What game are you planning to make a video for after The Witcher? Cyberpunk. After that, we'll see. Thoughts on writing mysteries into a story? They more than anything depend on their payoff, and that makes them very interesting to me. So here's a hot writing take. The core of all writing is actually mystery writing. This is not how it's always going to be or always has been, but right now we're in a period of writing or storytelling that everything is really about mysteries. But it's a very broad take on mysteries, and basically the mystery that you want to hook readers into right now is what happens next. And everything is built around that. And every single word that you put into your story, in almost any story that you will read at the moment or even watch, will be based around the anticipation of like, ooh, what do you think this means? While also revealing more of mysteries that you set up in the past, and just set up, go, set up and pay off all the way through. it's the same kind of, so saying that it's not always going to be like that or always hasn't been like that is maybe incorrect. But when I was in writing class in high school, which was just a complete fucking waste of time, we were all taught that all writing is based on conflict, and conflict is what makes things interesting. And you will see a lot of the same kind of things parroted all the time, that the big things you want in writing are conflict, and you want character development, and you want character arcs, and you want to show, not tell, blah 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 blah. And a lot of people will latch onto these things and take them as gospel, and these are the objective truths that come from good writing. And I am so annoyed at how a lot of people have latched on to the whole character arc thing that I just want to kind of roll my eyes whenever it comes up, because it's just like show don't tell, a very easy thing to just shotgun out, and you make it sound like you know what you're talking about, when in reality you're just trying to make yourself sound more educated and more informed of why you don't like something. You can just say you don't like something, it's fine. These sort of things are rules at the moment for the most part, but could there be a story that's great that isn't based around conflict? Yeah, of course. There's nothing really, there's nothing integral to that needs to be there. There are exceptions to every rule. There are plenty of characters that you don't want to have character development on. There are plenty of characters that you don't want to have a big character arc on. There could be something very worthwhile in having a very long series, or a long TV series, or a long book series, and there is a character that throughout the whole thing is this constant anchor that doesn't change throughout the whole thing, as a source of poetic comparison, or just as a joke. You know what I mean? Like, it could just be really really funny if there was a whole character that just goes through hell, and at the end of it, along with another group, and at the end of it, it's just completely unchanged, and you look at it like, what the hell is your problem? You know what I mean? There's always going to be exceptions to the rule. So when I've watched a bunch of Ryan George's I think it's Ryan George, his writers meeting, a pitch meeting series, and I think they're very, very funny. But the way that he will sometimes shotgun out criticism, that sort of thing, and he's being funny, so I'm not, ragging on the guy here. Like, he's supposed to be very succinct and funny. He doesn't have much time to put into it. Don't you think we should have character arcs in this thing? And what about his arc? And blah blah blah. This is something that comes up, and the straw man that's writing a really bad script is like, nope, I don't give a shit about that. It's kind of juvenile to just look at writing and just break it apart into these like very objective pieces, and it has to be this, has to be that, have to be this, have to be that. But in general, sure, it does make sense. The one that bothers me the most, though, is show don't tell, because it's just not true. I don't know how you would properly go through most books and measure it, but I would hazard a guess that it's at least 50-50, that every single book you read is 50 tell versus 50 show, 50% versus 50%. There are lots of times where you want to tell. Lots and lots and lots of times. It's show when it's important and appropriate to show, tell when it's appropriate and important to show. Another one of writing advice that you will find a lot of writers, very, very famous writers, disagree with is write what you know, okay? And I say this in the Witcher 2 video, and I have a note on the screen that says writing is very complicated, blah, 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 blah. I didn't have time to get into it, even though that video is 5 hours long. Write what you know is very misunderstood. If you write what you know, you're going to have a very limited kind of framework. You should definitely research as much as you can and broaden your horizons, but I think it would be more accurate to say write about what you're interested in, and you will have more success with that. And if you're genuinely interested in it, then you will be able to find out more about it quite easily. And write what you know is usually when something gets very technical. So if you are writing what you know and it turns out that you are writing about a character who's a surgeon and you don't know how to be a surgeon, then maybe don't fucking describe anything that goes into the surgery parts and just allude to it instead, or unless you have time to go and shadow a fucking surgeon for a couple months, just don't do it. Anyway, so sorry that I went off on a tangent there. But yeah, I just wanted to I went there from mystery writing being like the core of most writing that you do. setting up an anticipation, paying it off. And if you do that well, you can learn a lot of techniques from that go into like plot mystery, where you actually are setting up an actual structure kind of. It's not just, hey, what happens? It's, no, I'm setting up this actual thing that I want you to question and then actually have an answer for later. A lot of writing currently is mystery writing in that sense, but the writers don't have the answer when they write it, which is just fucking terrifying, and I don't like it because it usually ends up being a waste of time. J.J. Abrams is the king of this shit, and all of Lost is like, he has a very famous talk, I think now, about the mystery box kind of writing, and you put a box in, like literally a box, and it's like, okay, what's in it? And then the audience has to wonder what, and then you reveal later, and inside the mystery box is usually the answer with another mystery box inside of it, and it's just mystery box into mystery box into mystery box. And this can be very compelling if you actually plan what goes on inside the mystery box. But when a writer builds a mystery box and then sits back and goes, yeah, that's a good mystery box, I wonder what's inside it, most of the time it's going to be very, very unsatisfying, especially if they, will go through a lot of fan theories and just, discard a lot of people that predict things. It's like, no, someone guessed what's in the mystery box, have to get rid of that now. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what do you want? Something that's compelling and satisfying to your audience, or do you just want to surprise them? Like, what are you trying to do here? Like, you can't do this shit. But I find mystery writing to be very compelling and is a very good way of getting people to continue enjoying your story. Like, I enjoy reading those stories, but as with everything, it's all in how it's done. But like, don't set up a mystery unless you know yourself, please. That's would be my only like solid concrete answer you're gonna get out of me. It's just a waste of time. I get so frustrated when writers do this shit, and then like, I think it's even worse when they just don't even answer it. Like, it's not even, I didn't know what it was. This is, fuck it. I set up this mystery, and fuck it. You just never get to know. Like, it's just really annoying. Oh, man. Zero Escape isn't going to do that, right? There's no way we're going to have this shit in VLR on Monday, right? Doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I have bad news, chat. I need to pee again. As always, I do want to give a qualifier because despite what a lot of people think of me, I'm not a big-headed, smug asshole on the internet who thinks he knows everything. I am not that successful of a writer. If you include my scripts as script writing, then I'm fairly successful as a writer. When it comes to fiction writing, like, people who read my books enjoyed my books, and I got a lot of good feedback from it, but like, if I was a successful enough fiction writer, you wouldn't be listening to me right now. So you might want to take any of my writing advice with a pinch of salt. Is it a pinch of salt, or it is pinch of salt, right? I don't know. It's pinch of salt, isn't it? Grain of salt. Is it grain? Can you do both? Can you say pinch of salt and grain of salt? It can be pinch or grain. Okay. Is it H or H? Grain of ketchup? Do 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 do. It'd be nice to get back to writing, though. I miss it. I really enjoy writing. I've gotten much better at the script writing, at least. I wonder how much that would translate over to fiction writing. Maybe it wouldn't. Maybe it would actually make it harder. I don't know. Nonfiction writing is very, very different. In nonfiction writing, you want to have thesis statements. So you want to have, like, even though my videos don't typically have a thesis, and I don't really consider my videos to be essays, but they're definitely in the essay area. So there's a thesis statement for an essay that starts at the beginning of the essay itself, and then there's thesis statements that you could have at the beginning of paragraphs. Once you notice this thing, Chuck Palahniuk talked about this, and I've spoken about this in Q&As as well. And also, sorry that I repeat myself and always reference when I've said this before. it's just one of my oddities when it comes to repeating things I've said on stream before. I just want to acknowledge I've said it before. I'm not trying to pass off shit as brand new content all the time. I've already spoken too much about this. Anyway, Trip Halanuik, he's the guy who wrote Fight Club. He had a interview or some writing advice that he wrote like fucking over a decade ago now, I think, and it stuck with me. It's one of the most important pieces of writing advice that I ever read, and it was that you need to avoid thesis statements in your creative writing. And a thesis statement in this context is when you open up a paragraph and let's say your main character's name is Jim, and it will start off like this: Jim woke up and got himself ready for the day. Okay? That's the first sentence of this paragraph. The rest of the paragraph will then describe the process of Jim getting himself ready for the day and waking up. Okay? In this case, so let's say Jim woke up and got himself ready for the rest of the day. Jim went downstairs and got some breakfast and coffee brewing. When he went upstairs, brushed his teeth, took a shit, and had a shower. And he noticed he was out of soap, and now he had to plan that he had to go get some more soap for the rest of the day. When he went downstairs, his coffee was cold. Okay, this is the whole paragraph, okay? In this paragraph, your story is 100% improved if you just delete the first sentence. Okay? You do not need the first sentence, okay? This is a thesis statement where the first sentence describes what you are about to say and then you say it, okay? So in fiction writing, once you notice that writers do this, and you get, adept at picking it up, a lot of people, especially even fairly properly published writers do this. It is very aggravating and it's very annoying. In nonfiction writing, this is a good thing to do because you're trying to make a persuasive argument and you're trying to open up the audience or the reader into seeing your point and understanding your point. Doesn't have to agree with your point, but you are trying to persuade the reader or audience into thinking you have a point, whether they agree with it or not. That's secondary. It's like, look, first of all, hey, look, I am saying something of substance here. Whether you agree with it afterwards, we'll get to that. In nonfiction writing, it's very, very important to do that, and it can be a good source of flow and easing someone into a point that you're about to make, and especially when you're going to evidence. In creative writing, you almost never want to do this shit. So the other thing to do in nonfiction writing is that, especially when you're making scripts and videos like mine, is evidence and examples are really, really important. I probably go overboard with them, but my primary purpose with videos is to not be entertaining. It's to make my point and support my point. Although I will say in some of my most successful videos, I do that the least, and people seem to respond to it. So maybe I should stop doing it. I think I did a really good balance with it in Elden Ring, and that was born out of trying to be faster. So maybe the limitation there ended up being a good thing, and I didn't overcrowd it with examples like I did in some other videos. But I really, really like how many examples I had in the Odyssey video, and I knew that I had to be air fucking tight with that one. So sometimes it is appropriate, and when I go back and watch the Odyssey video, I'm fine with it. So I still like it. So it depends. Whereas in fiction writing, you really don't want to do that, and you only want to say what's important. You don't have to take like Chekhov's gun kind of thing to its extreme. No. You can have some flavor text in there and some useless things that don't come back later. But you do want to trim it down to that you're not going overboard with it. Sorry, I'm kind of repeating myself now. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I'm kind of tired. If you've listened to my videos or listened to me talk here, I don't know, how do I come across in streams compared to the videos? I don't know. Sometimes I can waffle on here for sure, but maybe I'm more direct here than I am with answering questions that I am on videos. I don't know. But if you've ever watched my videos and listened to me go overboard with examples, you might be surprised if you went and read my fiction and found that it's very direct. My style in creative writing is possibly too succinct. Like whoa, my screen just fucked up over there. I'm probably too brief in a lot of descriptions that I go through, especially when it comes to fantasy, because I hate that in fantasy books. I go very, very go through the plot as quickly as I can, and I don't want to. And wasting your time is something I'm very, very aware of. Whereas in the videos, I'm like, I could probably waste a little bit of your time if it makes my point have more evidence and support for it. In my opinion, fiction writing feelings before facts. I I think that a feeling should always inform how you're writing, and I always like to be anchored to a character's perspective whenever I'm writing, and that their feelings will inform how the prose is written. You know, like if someone is in a very direct and kind of panicked mood, it's going to be more short and stilted kind of descriptions, and we're going to get to the meat of the issue very, very quickly. If someone is more in a contemplative state, there's going to be longer paragraphs. This is mostly kind of basic shit, but it's hard to remind yourself of that sometimes. You have to practice the fundamentals of writing, perspectives, that sort of thing. This isn't related in any way, but do you play a musical instrument? I don't. I wish I did. You ever heard or read any of Chuck Tingle's books? I have not, no. Can the repetitive writing of 999 be considered thesis writing? I was going to say I don't understand the question, but maybe I do. No, I don't think so. I think that's something else instead. That's more like introducing a topic. I think that's fine. This might be dumb to ask of Witcher video, Joe, but do you have any tips on writing short, concise stuff, like summarizing a fictional historical event in a few paragraphs? No. When I'm not doing evidence-based stuff, my problem is actually getting words on the page, not taking them away. I would suggest maybe you don't give a shit about how long it is, and you just write down everything that you need to have, and then just get to your word limitation by a process of elimination. Just get it all out and then boil and condense as much as you possibly can. Or you could just have it all listed out in bullet points and find a way that you can combine topics and string sentences together in the best way that you can. But it's kind of hard without an example. And if you gave an example, it would be too much to go into on stream. Is the Witcher video over or under 12 hours? Well, you can't upload a video that's over 12 hours onto YouTube. Wow, the second monitor is kind of messing up. Did the stream just mess up for you there? Or was it just the monitor? No? Okay, it's the monitor then, okay. Really? Yeah, you really can't. I managed to do it once, I think, on the second channel, but it doesn't let you anymore. You can upload it, and it'll look like it's going to go through, and then the processing will fail, and it'll tell you video too long for processing. You used to be able to do it more, but now you can't. Maybe if you have a higher tier YouTube account, like you have more subscribers, they'll let you. I don't know, but I couldn't do it on the second channel. Ludwig have like 3-4 days long video. Are they stream VODs? Because stream VODs are a way to get around it. Did he stream on YouTube and that's the end of it? I don't know how that works. The book I'm writing right now is an epic fantasy, and it's a book that exists in the universe I'm writing around. In this, I also have a scholar who is annotating it and making notes, trying it into the larger history of the world. What do you think of this? That sounds like it could be fun, yeah. Kind of sounds like, oh, fuck. House of Leaves. If you haven't read House of Leaves, you read House of Leaves, because that's somewhat of a similar kind of thing. Just, you know, try to get through the porn parts as fast as you can. But House of Leaves did that in an interesting way. So, yeah, that sounds like it could be compelling for sure. How do you feel about the never writing said when writing dialogue? I think stuff like that is bullshit, and but it might not be later on. So use of certain words, especially adverbs, are come and go. Sometimes it can be seen as kind of trite and slows everything down, not artistic, and then other times we get into this mode where bare bones storytelling is seen as too simplistic, and we want more flowery language. I can't say that word. So it depends, you know. Ask me again in 10 years and I might say, oh man, you should never say said, you should always have a description word instead. But usually I just prefer to have the emotion delivered in the dialogue itself and the context of what's going on, you know. Most of the time you don't even want to say the character who's speaking. It should just be, you should just understand the flow of the conversation as it's going, you know. Obviously it's unavoidable sometimes, you have to, but like, fuck, the Cormac McCarthy's The Road doesn't even have speech marks. It's just text and it works. Do you have any strong opinions on about the hero's journey in writing? Oh, don't try and pass this off as an innocent question. You know what you're doing. You'll know too much about that soon. Don't worry. Would you agree with me that the vertical leveling system shouldn't exist in Witcher 3? It breaks the story, world building, economy, and they already have viable progress barriers and contingencies for different play order. Oh man, you're gonna love the video. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Thoughts on reading versus audiobooks? I have never listened to an audiobook, so I can't tell you, sorry. I should, but I've never done it. But wouldn't you agree that the thesis statement thing is kind of like show, don't tell? No, I don't think so. I can't think of an example of in creative writing unless you are subverting the expectation set up in the first sentence where you explain what the character is about to do and then you go through it. Maybe at the beginning of a chapter or a long section, you could do that, and that sets the expectation of what the character is about to do, and you get into that mode and mindset. Sure, that could work, but then it's kind of getting back into an evidence place, right? It's like, here's the proposal of what the character is going to do, and here's all my evidence laying out what it is exactly that they do, especially if the character is trying to solve a problem. But in terms of like condensed to a single paragraph, I'm sure there is an exception somewhere, but an exception on the level of like it's a 50-50 split, like show versus tell is versus most books, I don't think so. I have ADHD and focusing on the written words is really hard for me, but the audiobooks demand my attention in a way that I can follow the story better. Also, I like voice acting. Oh yeah, I'm not, I don't know if you're saying this, but I'm not criticizing the format or anything like that. I think it's great. I just haven't partaken of it myself yet. And I haven't made one myself either because I hate reading my scripts aloud as it is, never mind reading out a book. Yeah, it's definitely valid. There's a non-copyright Persona 5 music video that has remixes just for chat streams. How could that possibly be Persona 5 but still non-copyright? It just trips out the bots, maybe? It just sounds like Persona 5 vibes? You were my favorite streamer until today. Now you're my favorite rebellious figure for even touching Hatsune Miku. Oh man, you haven't been here the whole time. Just so you know, before you go back, we had a long stream of playing the game. We went through so much. Like, it's been like, wow. I have barely spoken to chat this whole stream. I've just gone through it. We've seen so much. Look, I'll prove it. We even made custom shirts. Look at them. They're amazing. Look. I know this person's name. It's Mikey. This is Pinku. Yeah, just Dan. It's been one of the best streams we've ever done. We spent all of our points. Do you think that Cyberpunk's open world format could have been done in a way to actually complement this game's story instead of clash with it? Yeah, of course. Like, is it the Cyberpunk script or the Witcher 3 script that I say this in? It's the Witcher 3 script. It feels like, spoilers for the Witcher 3 video, it feels like a lot of open world devs have bought into like a joke of how fucking stupid they can make the main story conflict in their open world games clash with the format. You know, like Fallout 4, I need to find my baby, but no, I'm going to build a settlement, and now I have to help Preston Gravy, and oh no, I have to go do this now, and oh man, look, a new facility I haven't gone into, and ooh, bobblehead. And then and then you have just so many different open world games that have that same kind of urgency in the story. Witcher 3 does it as well, and then Cyberpunk goes even further with it. You know, like it's just like even more of a pressing concern, and it's like, no, I'm gonna go and do this job for you, and I'm gonna go here and just hang out for a bit. You know, like it seems like they're in an arms race to see who could just make the stupidest fucking main story that clashes with how you just want to wander around an open world. So is there a way to do it? Yeah, for sure. Will you do shoutouts again? What do you mean? At the end of videos? I don't think so, no. Maybe. Have you seen the channel that abridges your Persona streams? I think I've seen a couple of them, but I haven't watched any. But I have seen them on my list. Are they good? Did they do a good job with it? If someone wants to link one of them in chat, that's fine. Excuse me. Are you in favor of canceling Sweden? What stream do you think you're on? Fallout New Vegas did a great job at that. It made sense why things were stagnant while the PC was doing side stuff. Did it? I guess so, maybe. I don't know if I agree with that. But I'm not disagreeing with it either. I really don't know. I haven't played New Vegas in a while. New Vegas might be guilty of that too. I don't know. As a writer, there are times when I do thesis writing intentionally where the narrator starts by spoiling the end of the scene to hook the reader into that scene, and by the okay, that's not what I'm talking about. That's framing, man. Like that's fine. Yeah. That can be. I do that too. That can be great. Yeah. I'm okay. So that's throughout a whole scene. I'm specifically talking about like something that's condensed or constricted to just one paragraph. So when your paragraph starts with a sentence that is a summary of the rest of the paragraph, that is the only thing I'm talking about when I'm talking about thesis writing and why it's bad in virtually like every case. In terms of a scene, yeah, for sure, that definitely has merit. What's your protocol for when the queen dies? Do you have a prepared statement to go? Like Makoto? Does she die in Royal? Oh man, that's dark. Have you revisited the Tomb Raider games? I don't think so, no. I played them, and I don't think your reviews hold up that well. I love the Uncharted games, but didn't like the new Tomb Raiders. I can't really remember what I say in the Tomb Raider videos, but yeah, they might not hold up all that well. I'm not sure. Best weeaboo game you've ever played? I don't know. It probably between ones we've played on stream. Does Chrono Trigger count as a weeb game? Because if that's the case, it's Chrono Trigger. The ones we played on stream, the candidates would be Persona 5, Persona 4, Danganronpa 2, and I really enjoyed 999, but I don't know if it's on the same level as the others. I don't know which one of those I would give it to. Did you know that Kentucky is the only U.S. state that starts with a K? Kansas is not a state. Did you ever try Ghost of Sumigi? If my memory serves me right, most of the side quests have decent relevance to the main quest. I haven't played it, no. I heard good things about it, though. Kansas dick fit in your mouth. Are you the same person that said the first one? My god, you are. Well done. Alright, nice one. Got him. Lamayo got him. Legit, Lamayo got him. Good job. You know, for that, let's play the game. JK. Alright, that's it for me. 3-hour sleepy Q&A stream. Yeah. If we do stay to play later, I'll come back. But I'm not promising. I'm not gonna announce it ahead of time. I'll just show up and we'll start watching it. If there's a stream tomorrow, again, it'll be unplanned. Like I said, I'm feeling kind of down this week, so I'm not sure if streaming something that was voted for is a good idea, but it's possible I might start Hypnospace tomorrow and we'll stream it over the weekend, and then we'll start VLR on Monday. But this was mostly just to confirm that we are starting on Monday. Show up if you want to see that continued, and that's it. Yeah. Any questions I missed before I go? On that note, thank you for making the Oberdin video and for the warnings early. Yeah, you should definitely play that, not watch the video. Like, come back and watch the video later. That game's great. One of the best games. Thoughts on being a villain? It feels so good. The fun games will cheer you up, so I'm a good idea. Oh, I'm not down in that way. I'm down, like, energy-wise, which is weird because I'm getting way more exercise. I don't know, I'm just really sleepy. It's been, just some bad sleep. I had the spider dream again the other night, and the spider dream always freaks me out. I'm in a place that I've never been before. I'm in like a hotel. I'm staying at a hotel, or like I'm going through a house that's kind of like an amalgamation of all the different kind of apartments and houses I've ever lived in my life. I moved around a lot when I was a kid, and then all of a sudden I'll just notice that there's like a lot of spiders in the room, but they don't look like spiders. They look more like they're curled up spiders, so they're just kind of like furry balls, as funny as that sounds, but they're huge, and all of a sudden I realize they're all around me and I can't move, and I really don't like that. This time it was like in a version of our basement, and I was all freaked out, and I was telling Lily in the dream, I was like, how am I gonna go downstairs and stream and do my work if I can't go in the basement because the basement belongs to the spiders now, you know, like, and they're huge gigantic fucking spiders. And yeah. And then I think it got messed up with some of my memories from playing Resident Evil, because I went to touch one of them, and like it put like one of the what's her name, Lady D's daughter's bugs in my hand, but it was much bigger. It was only one, and it's like this big huge kind of like woodlouse kind of thing just went up my hand and burst out of my finger, and like it hurt. Like you feel pain in your dreams, man. Like it hurt. And that's what the dream I had the other night. Not good. So not sleeping well, but in terms of like mood, I'm fine. So the Patreon Discord role is going to be a real status symbol of S variety forever. Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever going to take it away. There's no reason to, really. Maybe one day the bot will break and it'll go. Are you going to watch the Summer Game Fest presentation on stream? I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe. How long does it take you until you can sleep normally again after a real bad dream? 1-2 weeks for me. It's fine. I can go to sleep like sometimes the next night. Sometimes the same night I'm disturbed enough that I don't really want to go back to sleep, and I have this moment of reversion, but usually I just go back to sleep again anyway because I'm just so tired. Dreams don't really have a psychological long-term impact on me when it comes to that kind of nightmare. Although there have been times in the past where I've had dreams where I remember one time I had a dream before we had kids that I had a kid, and then the kid died, and in the dream, and that fucked me up for. I felt sad for like at least a week, and I don't know if that's gonna come across as too sensitive or too insensitive. You know, if it was just like, wow, it's just a dream, Joe. Why are you upset for a week? Or wow, you were only upset for a week. Like I don't know, like that kind of messed me up because it felt very very real. So that kind of thing, that emotional kind of nightmare, can definitely affect me for a long time. But like more of a traditional kind of like ooh spooky nightmare, like not really. Although they used to, just not much anymore. Like I don't know. Tips for falling asleep for someone with insomnia. I have none for you. I've tried almost everything and none of it works. I had some fleeting success with the counting system where you have a count. I can't remember if it's like you count to 4 inhaling, hold for 2, and then count to 4 exhaling. I can't remember what exactly. You can look it up if you want. It's not 4-2-4. It's something else. And I had some limited success with that for a while, but then it stopped working. There's another kind of technique where you imagine that your body is like a robot or a house, and you're turning off the lights or the power to all the different parts of your body. So you think of like your feet turning off, and then your legs, and you work your way up from your toes all the way up to your head. And that apparently works for a lot of people. It doesn't work for me. The breathing did for a while, but not anymore. I had some success as well with listening to ASMR videos, but in another language. English, I would focus on what they were saying. So I would find different one of those, and I would listen to them, and then I would kind of get very very sleepy, and then I would take the headphones off, and I would find a way of find it easier to fall asleep after that. But again, I got used to that, and I kind of adapted, and I feel like my insomnia kind of learns and just tells me to fuck off when I think something's working. So I don't know. Wow, I wonder what language it was, Joe. It was Greek, actually. It was some Greek lady, or I assume it was a Greek lady. She was speaking Greek. Reading used to work for me. I wonder if I could get on like a cycle. I wonder if I could cycle between them. I don't know. There's also no talking ASMR. Yeah, but then I have to have like a screen in front of me. I guess I could have the tappy tap ASMR, but that doesn't really work for me. I need the visual. One of something that works on me for ASMR, but I don't know if I actually experience ASMR or if I just experience like relaxation, because I don't really feel like I get tingles. I feel like I just kind of get a little hypnotized, just a little bit. But when they have when they're putting something in front of your eyes on the camera, or like follow my finger as it's moving around, that sort of thing, that works on me for getting me more settled. But then I have to scream a screen in front of me. So yeah, doing all right. I'm doing fine, just not sleeping well, but apart from that, I'm doing good. Have you tried listening to Joseph Anderson videos? Helps for me. Ooh. Not sure if compliment or shade. Probably a bit of both. You know what? Let's play the game after all. Let's go. I feel bad. I feel bad that I did this. Let's go back in. Here we go. Here we go.